Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero, and welcome to You Have X Missed Calls, which is a horror game from the creator of Who's Lila and T-Gotchi that acts as a spin-off or sequel to those games, that has you getting involved in a government conspiracy, having to sort through messages on your phone and other information to decide who to trust. My name is Adrian Strom. After my mother's death, I received a folder named Marked Classified. I've returned to my hometown Fort Vale, where I haven't been in many years. Missed calls have collected on my phone. By the day's end, I must decide who to meet. So what does that mean? Decide who to meet. Okay. So we're kind of like in a room. Nice chair. I can look out the window. There's a phone out there. Now what is the point of that? Payphone in the courtyard. Got some coffee. There's a phone book. Whoa boy. Chelsea Walker. Holly Henry. Bruce. I'm assuming only the ones that matter are the ones that are like outlined. But we can search. There's a computer here. CIA project. Are you absolutely sure? Not really. A poster on the wall. A small sledgehammer. Hereby confirm that the parties at lease agreement, Kai Moreno, hereinafter referred to Natalie Dove, with the landlord potential change of intent regarding a continuation of the rental residential premises. No land. Not really sure how that's gonna benefit me. Some photos. Okay. Computer. I can search the internet, but I don't know what I can even search right now. So we're just gonna open this. What? No, seriously, what is this? I guess that's a bad ending. Weird. That's why it gives you the choice. They're like, yeah, you don't wanna. Well, let's just miss the messages. I know the apartment isn't in the best condition, but you seem to be in a hurry. Don't know what happened to you, but make yourself at home, bro. Since you left, a lot has changed in this town. Let's meet tonight. I'll fill you in what's what. Meeting the park at 8 p.m. I think you remember the place. No one will bother us there. Tab. Notes. Contacts. Very curious. They do not pick up the phone. That's a mistake. Let's cut the crap. I know about the documents. I think you realize you shouldn't have them. I've been waiting at 8 at Ralphie's Diner. It's not far. If you still haven't caught on, the highest echelon of special services is interested in you. They sent for me for now. That's good news for you. Don't ruin your life. I'll be waiting at 8. Don't go. Let's not call this one. Don't try calling back. Good day, Adrian. My name's Haldane. You haven't answered my call, so I'm leaving a message. I offer my deepest condolences. A truly brilliant scientist and invaluable specialist, Helen Straub, has passed away. Not that you have any particular connection to her work or achievements, but a sense of moral duty in certain situations, and my colleagues compelled me to say a few words. After all, she was your closest relative. Stay strong. Hello, Adrian. This is Leonard Markham. I worked with your mother. It's difficult to pick the right words. What happened to her is a tragedy, personal and professional. The world will miss a specialist like her. I can't imagine what you must feel right now. Perhaps if I could be of any help, please call me outside of working hours naturally. I understand you might not want to speak to anybody at the moment, so I'm leaving a message. As far as I know, you weren't too close with hell, and still, losing your mother is a terrible burden for anyone. That one seems like too innocent. Because the goal of the game, I guess, is to meet the right person each night. And the description says some of them might not be what they seem. So they might be, I guess, CIA. I don't know what to say, just Marcy Kilner. We can Google that. Not Google, I mean look in the book. I'm sorry, it's hard to talk about this. I just want to know how she was. I want you to do the family matters. 80, just know your mom. She was so kind, so... I was working in the adjacent section that day. Last thing I recall, Helen's laughing. Marcy, you're sure you lost the bun. And then nothing. Just nothing. Sorry for rambling. It's just so empty without her. Call me back as soon as you can. I wish I could invite you to visit, but sorry, our work doesn't let us. Maybe this is the right one. 55, 55, 59. Marcy Kilner. Marcy. 44, 44, 44. Hold up. Hold up. 55, 55, 59. What is this? You know what? Let's search up anime. Beware of the anime scam. Yeah, that's right. I stopped caring about anime, you should too. This is not gonna work. What happens if I dial this? This is Marcy Kilner. Sus. Which I'm not at my desk at the moment. No, yeah, it's her work. Please, or call me later, or call my home number. Which is the one in the book. And all call logs can be found on the whiteboard. Okay, log. Number 555559. We got a crazy wall! 444444. Try dialing this. 80, hi, thank you for calling. Did someone tell you my home number? What does it matter? How are you feeling? Empty. To be fair, I don't know what I'm feeling. I understand. Don't blame yourself. I know you weren't close. It's difficult to sort the feelings for the person you hardly see at home. We are all like this here. Believe me, she loved you. I'm in her own way. We could just chat if you want, or maybe you'd like to know more about her. Can you tell me about the project she's been working on? For project? Huh. Good question. We did work on it together, seemingly, for quite a long time. Your mom was the head of it. It may sound strange, but I can't recall a single detail. Makes sense, considering what happened. The project must have been cancelled, otherwise we would remember what it was. Why don't you remember anything about the project? It's a pretty common story in this department. Antimimetics? Our people's minds get messed up so often that, well, someone even managed to lose a whole folder of the project documents somewhere. Oh, listen to me rambling on, 80. Forget what I just said, alright? Sometimes I don't understand how I haven't been fired yet. I guess I really am a valuable specialist. Jokes aside, though, you've been asking a lot of questions, Adrian. I don't like that at all. I suspect someone from security might come to see you soon. Don't worry, they'll ask just a few questions, that's all. You're a rat! You don't actually know anything anyway, do you? I really hope I didn't get you in trouble. God willing, they'll leave the amnesiacs out of it. You're still so young. Where's Arcona been? What was he doing? That paranoid changes phones every 3 hours and won't let a familiar face through without a badge. He better be spending all that energy making sure civilians didn't get their hands on the classified documents. Oops. What's Arcona? I don't think you should know that. Although if he decides to contact you, suppose it's best you knew it's definitely him. Arcona is a codename, in fact each one of us has it. For security reasons we're all supposed to use disposable phones. That was the call, we saw in the messages. What does a codename have to do with it? In order for agents and scientists to recognize each other, they assign us decommissioned civilian numbers. The owner's initials form our codename. So you see, if your codename has 6 letters, you get 3 phones. Ridiculous. Arcona still is like an idiot, calls every morning from the number of, God help us, an erection. Oh. Yeah, an erection. As if we got nothing better to do, according to management. In any case, stay out of this and you don't try to contact anyone yourself. Craig will find you when he needs to. I suspect he knows 100 times more about this whole mess than the rest of us combined. Knowing him probably more than he's supposed to. Don't take this the wrong way. Don't try to pry anything out of him, or you'll just end up in even bigger trouble. Oh dear. I think I've already told you way too much. We better end this conversation here. Take care of yourself, and if anything happens, stay in touch. Interesting. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Straub, I didn't see you at the meeting place. You seem to underestimate the mess you got yourself in. I'm gonna give you your last chance, otherwise they'll send less. Amiable agents. Today, same place, same time. What's in the folder? A couple more questions like that and you'll get a visit instead of a call. Don't you dare ask anything again. All you have to do is send your ass until evening and then give me the folder. Don't call back, the phone's disposable anyway. Out. Alright, erection. Picture of the scientists. Whoa, there's a person there. They're staring. What do they want? Who will you meet with? I can look out here. There's a mystery number, 123344. Then Kai. Adrian, what's up? Haven't heard your voice in years. Yeah. Thanks for letting me crash. No prob, sorry, I've left a bunch of my junk there. You seem in a hurry, though. It's alright, how you been? How's the... Wait, we'll catch up in the park, alright? There's a lot I've got to tell you. We'll see ya. I just accidentally clicked one. I'm assuming it was a bad ending. Set the hand folder with the second caller. At the meeting spot, a stocky, grim-looking man awaits you. You think you recognize him from your mother's research team photo. You willingly hand over the folder of documents. Without opening it, the man suddenly hands you a small piece of paper with a few words written on it. You look down at the paper. If you're reading the last word, you forget what it said. Everything that happened today, this week. Your head splits with pain. Ending 2, side branch. That's the ever one. The friend. You decide to meet your friend. You take the night bus to the park just like in your youth. You're greeted by rusted iron gates. This is kinda sus. The road beyond is barely lit, save for a few dim, flickering lamps. You walk along the path, seemingly unchanged since the day you left this town. Finally, behind an overgrown bush, you see the meeting place, your and Kai's special spot. A small patch of asphalt illuminated by a cold fluorescent light. A thin young man in a hoodie walks toward you. As it often happens, you remember him differently. Yet beneath the shadow of the hood, you can still make out these unmistakably familiar features. It's Kai. Russell behind me. The tired smile on your friend's face turns first to confusion, then to horror. Hey, that wasn't part of the plan! Suddenly, everything blurs. Your mouth and nostrils claw at empty air. Someone's thrown a thick plastic bag over your head from behind. There's no point in resisting. Very quickly, your brain begins to lose oxygen. The last thing you see is Kai's blurry silhouette. After rushing toward you or fading to the distance, you black out. Ending 1, side branch. Let's try calling this number. 93 9339.
Hello.
Yes, hello, this is Lindy Markham. This is Adrian Straub. I want to ask about Mom. Ah, it's you. Greetings. Please once again accept my condolences. It's still hard to accept that Helen has passed. What can I help you with? How did she die? I'll tell you something you probably know already. It was an accident. I apologize. I understand this is hardly an explanation, but I can say no more. My colleagues and I are strictly prohibited from revealing information about the happenings inside the complex. I'm genuinely sorry. I do understand you want to know more, but still, my hands are tied. Perhaps you feel better if you learn about what kind of person she was. I wish I could tell you about her, but to be fair, we didn't talk much. It's mostly about work. Tell you what, Marcy Kilner has been quite close with your mother. You should probably call her instead. Trust me, she'll be glad to talk to you. Goodbye. No, I talked to her before. It was useless. Let's try this one. Hello, this is Victor Haldane. How am I speaking to? This is Adrian Straub. You called yesterday. I want to ask about Mom. You're Straub's son. Yes, I recall. So what? After hearing what I had to say, you thought my intention was to have you call me back. I said everything already. I'm sorry for your loss, truly, but please, don't waste any more of my time. Why did she die? She died because of an accident. I'll say nothing more and no one will. Do you understand confidentiality? Do you even realize how many directives I'm violating by just letting you ask me like this? Good day. There's something here. Kai Marino, when I seal this letter, I'll make you promises to only open when you've really lost me. Do you really think I don't notice that something's happening to me? I'm now irritable, hard to talk to. I can see how you avert your eyes. No matter how quietly you sigh after I love you, no matter how brief the pause before you reply, I can still hear it. I'm a burden to you. Last night I had the dream again. As always, I woke drenched in a cold sweat, drained and exhausted as if I hadn't slept at all. The same dream again and again, the white room, and a tall, thin man dressed in white. His face is strangely familiar, his voice metallic. He calls me Miss Dove. I try to meet his eyes, but he always looks away. He knows about every fear I have. He knows how to confirm each one. Mercilessly, he tells me the most vile, most disgusting things that dwell in my shriveled soul. He tells me of things I never even suspected. And with horror, I realize his words are true. How he must enjoy tormenting me. But the worst part comes after. It's my turn to speak. Until I say everything he wants to hear, I can't leave that white room. I tell him everything. I let his sterile, indifferent gaze reach the deepest corners of my thoughts, about my moments of shame, about how you and I met, about our sex, about each cut of my left arm, every thought I've had about our other boys. But the things I discuss online, his face never changes, not a twitch, not a trace of emotion in that gaunt, exhausted face. As this goes on, I begin to feel something else, but every word is as if I'm pouring out a part of myself, making room in my mind for something new. This man looks so much like me, and yet I can feel it growing, swelling inside my head. It's disgusting, bulk pressing outward. I feel its claws scraping against my skull from within, an egg ready to crack open. A vile bird, slick, writhing in its antibiotic slime, its dull, important eyes already glimmering with perverse smugness. It has my face. I love you, Kai, more than life. Forgive me. Is there a single letter? Oh, this is for ending collecting. Kyle Onslow is probably the other number he has. 089734. And then Nigel Acorn is the last number he has, 2222. Hey, Bertie? Is that you, Bert? I went there. They are, all of them still. It's hard to even think about that. You're right, you're so right. I am at the objective. The folder in Alconus is still intact, it seems, after all I've seen. I must read what's in there for myself. Hey, you've seen the article this asshole Simmons wrote, right? Flash of 2008-2005. We should look that one up. I talked to him. He told me you'd come next. Forget what you lead already. How fear. Funny, huh? So it shows up in the search results, but who would ever search for Flash of 2008-2005? Birdie? Hello? Fuck, I don't recall this number. Who is this? How'd you find me? Strom. It's you, isn't it, you little shit? Stay where you are. Don't even think I stick your nose in my business. Gotcha. Flash of 2008-2005. I think that's how it was. So the article's been deleted by the author. Way back, machine it. Fort Vale, Colorado. Article by Livy Simmons. Locals report a loud bang and flash of light localized near the lab complex. For many years, the government services have been assuring us that the special branch of the Technology Directorate has ceased its operation at Fort Vale. The latest events have shed light on the inconsistency of such statements. The police has registered a single anonymous report of the disappearance of Helen Straub, a respected scientist on the Directorate pension. The report is said to be retracted after 19 hours. For the last week, there has been reports of various ailments, including visual defects, lasting glow in the location of the incident, unregistered by cameras. Oh my god. I'm in your courtyard. Open the door. You have 5 minutes. Oh, you are there. Man, I should have never picked it up. I guess I gotta go. You start to hand the folder over to the second caller. Looking on the court, you see a stocky, grim-faced man staring straight through your window without blinking. You think you recognize him from your mother's research team photo. You wait for Craig by the door, willing to let him into the apartment. Without a word, the agent walks straight to the table with the folder. He opens it. Wait, what? What is so terrible about this folder? Ending 4, main branch. So you can go to chapter 2, but looks like there was an alternate one. You decide to meet your friend. Before you turn the handle and step outside, you hear a persistent knock at the front door. Louder and louder, someone's yanking the handle violently from the other side. Then silence. You barely have the time to step back before the door comes off its hinges under the weight of the heavy man. You think you recognize him from the photograph on your desk. The man is breathing heavily. You're too frightened to move. Craig slowly walks past you, his gaze locked on you from beneath his brow. A half-mad smile flickers on his lips. At last, the eye contact breaks. The agent has noticed the folder. And then he opens it. Would this be ending triple? Yep. So then we go to chapter 2. The agent disappeared without a trace, save for his tape recorder of a single audio log. I think this has to do with Who's Lila? It's hard to recall what happened that day. I may have witnessed something that the human mind simply is not fit to comprehend. So don't open it. It's more than just a piece of paper.
Craig, Houston.
December 6. Now let me check the time. 1800 hours. Damn, Straub didn't show up for the meeting. Need to call Helen. No, Helen Straub is dead. Her son was supposed to meet me. Adrian Straub. I need to retrieve the folder. I have to find out what we've been working on. The hell with protocol, the hell with the torrent, I must know. The previous audio log, I think I left it in the payphone by his house. I wonder if he saw me through the window. Get together, Houston. Note to self, this is the final 7th tape. I'm keeping it with me in case of when the protocol is also supposed to leave the credentials for my agency profile in the sealed compartment at a remote site.
Я также должен был оставить данные для доступа к своему ведомственному профилю в закрытой ячейке в удаленной локации. Открытие
You only open my key card. I'm afraid I'd leave with trailed breadcrumbs at each location. Often I'll log with a hint point to the previous one, which only I can interpret. That way, even in the event of forced mnemonic reset, I can still find my way back to the vault with the credentials. Arcona out. Payphone in the courtyard. Tapes inside, apparently. Besides to leave the apartment, I have to talk this over with someone. We got some calls. Yes, this is the ending tracker. But going by this, there's no bad ends. It should just lead straight to chapter triple. And then there would be 4 bad ends, and then 2 variations of your true end. Yo, Adrian, what's up? You didn't call me back. Were you busy? Everything alright? We're back, okay. You should see my phone number in the record message. You're a rat. You betrayed me, buddy. Do not pick up the phone, that's a mistake. Let's try to know about the documents. It's good news for you. Don't realize you'll be waiting at 8. These are the old messages. Don't cry about your phone's disposable. Hello. You're that one guy Houston's been haunting, right? You know, the big elf playing a secret agent. That's the case, stay the hell well from him, God. Don't hand over that folder. But there's enough dirt in there to sink half the department. Hell, there's nothing there to make me the next Seymour Hirsch. By the way, I recently found something that belongs to that idiot. Thought you might like a trade, pal. My find for your folder deal, don't move out yet. I'll figure out a way to meet. Good afternoon, Lord Mark. You might remember, please note those numbers this message came from. Do not call back ever. I took a chill for our last conversation. I hate to admit, but now I'm using public payphones. I'm gonna call it back.
Hello.
Yawn. Hey. Hello? Who is this? This is Adrian, Mr. Markham. Adrian, good evening. You realize this is my work phone, right? I think you left your message asking not to call this number anymore. So you're lucky I'm working late tonight. Right, do you have something important to discuss? Make it quick. No. I just want to annoy you. Well, they don't cause us both unnecessary trouble. Sorry for being blunt. Good night. Let's call this number. Hello, University Inn. Which day are you booking for? Somebody called me from this number. Ah. I see, this is at landlines at the front desk. Lots of people use it. Did they leave you any contact info? I mean, who exactly was calling? Goodbye. Well, we don't have the things to even have an option of ending the chapter. Ralphie's Diner. Maybe we should call that. Call our friend. Hello. Hello, Aid, what's up? Tell about the folder. And in the end, I don't know, disagreed or something, as if he was never there. Hard to think about. It's even hard to remember. I think my brains are all messed up. I need to go to a hospital. Wait. No, wait, listen. You don't need to understand what's really happening. You just came here. In fact, nobody in this town seems to understand. What are you talking about? Wait, listen. First of all, I believe you. Secondly, you definitely shouldn't leave the house now. Something strange is happening to this town. You still got the folder? Better not touch it. You say you left a recorder. Are there any logs left in there? Anything? Tell. Login data. So you left audio logs along the way, like breadcrumbs. Also, this is the last log. Means we will be finding them in the reverse order. Damn it, this could be our chance. Okay, so the friend's not a rat. But it was an ambush. What do you mean? Well, it's just that what it meant was... I mean, Adrian, buddy, don't you want to get to the roots of what's happening? What's in the folder? What really happened to your mother? Why are they hunting you? You're right. Perfect. Just don't leave the apartment, else I shouldn't come to you either. Hey, remember my Cherokee. Still some cash for the gas. Let's do it like this. You stay on the phone and tell me where to go, and I'll drive around the town. Think of it as an adventure. Okay. So the first audio log should be really close by, according to the guy. Look outside. When you figure out where it is, call me and I'll come get it. Oh, I actually got a manual look outside. Log's in the payphone, huh? Wait a bit, I'm not that far. Let's see here. There they are. Yeah, here, fix the tape.
Крейг, Хьюстон, 6 сентября. 6 сентября.
Where am I?
6 сентября. 16 часов 45 минут. Кажется, я...
Seems I'm in a diner, so it's Ralphie's diner.
Крейг, Хьюстон.
Wait for Strops in the diner, the one where we agreed to meet. Where the hell's that brat? Running late, hope he's not dumb enough to just skip it. Oh damn. I'll delete the previous tape here, not ideal. I'll try to stick under the edge of the roof in the backyard. Not if I can trust my memory anymore. Arcona out. Well? Next audio log is our supposed place of meeting. You get the town's map, right? Hey, look for the concrete place and I'll drive there. Stay in touch. Just one thing. Yeah? Be honest, I don't have that much gas left, so you're picking a location, make sure it's the right one. Got you. Ralphie's Diner. Drive here. Kyle, you gotta drive this address, Canyon Drive 87. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, going, wait for my call. I hear him at the place, seems closed. Look around. Yep, I see the courtyard fence. There's a door nearby. Utility room, probably. It's slightly open. Climb over the fence. Damn alright, just like old times, huh, Aid? Don't be there, it seems. There's a trash container, window, or roof. Look under the roof. Let me see. There it is, fell off. Almost missed it. Audio log 5. Hey, who's there? I'm calling the cops. Shit. Aid, I'll call you back. Oh, you're right. Shook them off. Damn, it's been a long time since I ran like that. You really feel like setting yourself up like that? Hey, chill, it's fun. Haven't had such a fun in a long time. Remember when we sneaked in our school at night? Yeah, when we spent the night in that abandoned pool with you and Helly. With whom? With Helly Dove? We talked about Aid. They wiped her. Are you fucking with me? No, I just don't know who you're talking about. Okay then. Well, we're next. Come on, buddy, figure it out and call me back. I didn't climb over that fence for nothing. Alright. Site location unrelated to this assignment, leaving this recording purely as a breadcrumb. Video rental. Hello, Mr. You again? Hello, you rented Lethal Guns again last week, right? Hi, Shelly. Yeah, returning it. Ellie, not Shelly, remember? Yeah, sorry. Slip of the tongue. You're funny. How are you doing? You look tired as usual.
Даш,
Yeah, Ellie, I need to ask you something. Sorry, it's a bit strange.
я должен попросить тебя кое о чем. Прости, это немного странно.
Yes, please don't give this copy to
Не
anyone.
давай эту копию никому.
Remember
До
that.
завтрашнего дня.
So tomorrow I'll come back for it, I
Завтра я
promise.
его обещаю. Просто без причины.
No reason really. Can I ask you this as a regular? You're funny, Mr. Houston. Alright, until tomorrow to nobody.
Спасибо, Шелли.
Thanks, Shelly. Here's the DVD. I'll be going now.
Ну, я пошел.
Take care.
Мистер Хьюстон, вы в порядке?
See you soon. You're right. Sorry to wait just a moment, Shelly.
Погоди минутку, Шелли. Я еще кое-что хочу
One more
сказать.
thing I need to say. It's Ellie, isn't it?
Смотри, пожалуйста.
Look, please, this is my badge. It's real.
Настоящее. Прочитай.
Don't tell just agency. Wait, don't ask. Say please for your own safety. Leave this town as soon as you can. Take what you need to get out tonight if possible.
Мистер Хьюстон, Крейг.
If you need to get to the hospital, let me call I.
Давайте я позвоню. Я...
No, please remember what I just said.
Прощай.
Goodbye.
Крейг Хьюстон.
Previous audio log is hints of the lethal guns copy under the care of the trusted civilian. Seems like he left us tapes of some video rental. Some video rental? Look, bro, we have more than one in this town. I know at least 3, and they are pretty far apart. I visited each of them, but we don't have much time, and what's more important, we don't have much gas left. You guys specify which one he left it in. Do you have any leads? Maybe a street name or an employee's name? Anyway, I call for all the video rentals, figure out which one is the right one, and only then head out. That would definitely be faster. Yeah, just video rental. Let's try this one. 53, 95, 94. We're looking for an Ellie, not a Shelly. You're looking at whoever you are. Is this video rental? That's right, dude. The chillest place in town. This is not the person. You die laughing. Does Ellie work here? Nah. Wait a minute, there was this chick. She just quit just yesterday. Yeah, her name's Ellie. This is the right one! I see you know her. What do you want from her? The owner said she left the town. Gonna be tough to find. Hang up. That's it. Wow, first try. Kai, you gotta drive this address. Chill Street 8. You sure? Yes. Get going. Wait for my call. Lethal Weapon 4. Lethal guns. Well, I'm here. Looks open. There's some dude here. Yo, what's up, man? Did you just call? No. Alright, man. Want to rent something? I'll give you a recommendation. Psst. Hey, what are we looking for? Lethal guns. Want to rent lethal guns. Gotcha, let me see. You remember what the cover looks like? Psst, Adrian, what's in the cover? Wait, let me look it up. Yep, waiting. Lethal Guns 8. Arcona. Huh. Plot spoilers. If you defuse, your heart will immediately stop, dies at that very moment. Starring... Two protags head. Big red tell underneath. Hey bro, you described like half the movies here. Alright, what's the plot? Oh my god. Villain is a special agent. LA cop, special agent villain. Okay, you recall anything else? What's the ending? Does the protag die or does he drive into the sunset of the chick? Peacemaker was connected so she dies. Holy shit. Directly flicks like that, some B-movie, you know, though I'm more into comedies, so I don't like them action films too much. And don't worry, we'll figure it out. Damn, alright, you sure you mean Lethal Guns? Maybe you're talking about Lethal Weapon. I remember that one, Mel Gibson's in the cast. That has 2 heads above red title text. No, Lethal Guns. Okay, right, got it. Who's starring? Stallone plays the protag. Let me look in the back, although I don't think we have anything like that. Gotcha, guess what? Found it. Someone just put it on the upper shelf. It's like they didn't want anyone to find it, huh? But you're the first one to even watch this crap. Not judging, though. Looks like someone's written "Don't touch" with a red marker. But we don't offer reservations. Also, who cares what someone wrote anyway? Here you go. You have a card? Alright, 8 seems we got. I'll call you back. Sweet. Some request completed, huh, bro? That's one peculiar guy working here. This is the new login. Let's go. I'm sure we'll find the answers at the end. We'll just have to read what's in the folder. Seems so easy at first glance. What do you think that the answers are in the folder? Weird question, 8. Of course everything's in there. It's obvious. Why else would she show it to me? Why are you so involved? For fuck's sake, Adrian, you're in danger. The information's in your hands, but God knows how to get to it. Why the hell aren't you involved? You aren't telling the whole story. That's right. No, I'm not, Aid. For your own sake. Aid, I don't know why, but I think she showed me your folder. In my dreams, can you imagine? Who are you talking about? You're kidding, right? About her, like always. Right, quit your nonsense. I thought you'd be more surprised that she almost speaks to me sometimes. I don't think anybody had that happen yet. Well, don't be jealous. I don't get it. Whatever, forget. Told you not to be jealous. You're a strange one, Aid. Call me when you figure out where to go next. Nice, got lethal guns. Got a map of the abandoned factory. Log 4. Alright, Craig, I'm gonna show you a photo of a certain place now. Forgive me in advance, you might get nauseous. Oh, damn it, my head. Nothing, I don't remember anything, Birdie. Just a strong sense of deja vu. We worked there, didn't we? It's Amnesiacs, right? Did I forget the whole location? Only briefly, something happened, something big. So what's happening to your team now? You resign after that. Yeah. Why do you remember all this? Good question. Only after quitting someone of my clearance would be left in a vegetable state, pretty much. I greased a few palms, scared a couple of folks, got off light at the end. They only watched what time did really classified stuff. Still remember my name and how to hold a spoon, don't worry. What exactly happened? I think it's better if you see it yourself. Though technically you already have, you just don't remember. The factory is no longer marked on the map, but still has an address. It used to be called Essifer Farmer Manufacturers. Take a look at the map. The route is clearly drawn here. There's a home call filter by the main gate. Crude but effective. Keeps the kids from sneaking in. I marked the key over a little icon. Don't enter the rooms. Original anomalies there are nasty. Then for the yellow door, put the card back afterwards. I'm afraid the assembly got hit the worst, Craig. You know the protocol. Effective temporal field shift polarity along a defined path. That's your route. Stick to the red line. One step off it, you might as well never have existed. What is going on? Rock right on the titles. I'm not sure I'll remember all this. Once you're through, you'll reach a good old retrokinesis corridor. I'm sure you'll handle it on your own. The goal is the blue door at the end. They even left numbers on doors for you. What will I see there, Nelson? We cut all ties of your organization. Listen, Craig. I get you think you're doing something important, helping people serving the nation right. But what I realized long ago, Craig, those fucks up there don't give a damn about us. Their only goal is to control, to crawl inside everyone's heads so no ordinary citizen ever realizes how little power they actually have. Anti-memetics are the perfect tool for that. I don't need much anymore, Craig, but I want you to at least know the truth. Listen, my assignment today is to deliver the folder with the classified files on our project. Being their fuck up, you're still cleaning up their shit. If it was enough that they ruined the innocent girl for nothing, now half the town sees her. What are you talking about? You found out soon enough. If your tunnel doesn't hit the buckets, with the strain on it's been held these past few days. Dove. Listen, how do you know about the project? You shouldn't have had access to our data for more than a year now. Who cares, Houston? If you want my opinion, just keep you keeping your job. Just before you end those bastards the documents, read them yourself. I can't. That's direct breach of protocol, Bertie. Treason, literally. Fine, you're right, of course. So that's just you talking right now, my friend. If you're to stop by the factory, we'll see what you say afterwards. A classified site. Beginner's traversal on the route sparked by Nelson. I'll leave the audio log at the end of my route. Oh god, they're still here. They're all... Okay, Yes? I'm in. Recording's weird. What's on? Houston went to see his former boss or something like that. I think his name is Bertram Nelson. Yeah, so tape's with him, right? No, it's at some abandoned factory. As for farmer manufacturers. I see. Listen, if it's abandoned, the factory might not even be marked on the map. Find the exact address and type it directly in the map's address bar. They also sometimes post those on Urban Explorer forums. Or just try searching my name, maybe you'll get lucky. Top free urban exploration spots. On Industrial Road 12. Drive here. Okay, you got his address, Industrial Road 12. You sure? Yes. Get going, wait for my call. Yep. Well, I'm here, Aide. You sure this is the right place? Looks pretty unremarkable. Doubt we'd find anything interesting here. This is the place. Fine, I see the main entrance. Should I go there? The route is clearly drawn. So you'd actually know, go around the right. There's cargo doors here. Wait, Aide, did I really just tell you there was nothing interesting here? Yeah. Damn, I'm sorry, I didn't know what was going on into me. It's as if something scratches in my brain. There's nothing there. You get some sort of protection, so people don't just sneak in. Probably. You should be able to get in through the cargo doors. Yeah, I see them. Gotta be careful. I'm inside. It's quiet. It's like a hangar here. Everything's rusty. There's dust floating in the air. A forklift in the corner. Creepy. There's a single door open on the left. I figure I need to go there. Yeah. There's a tight corridor and a larger room behind it. It's empty. Huge cabinets. They must have loaded something there. Glass files, some uniforms hanging as if they left everything in a hurry. Everything's covered in dust. There hasn't been anyone here for a long time. Going forward. I came out somewhere. It says yellow zone. There's a yellow door to the right. In front of me's a hall, probably leading back to the main entrance. Where do I go? Yellow door. Alright, shit, it's locked. There's an electric lock. It needs a keycard or something. Check the hall. Mark the keycard with a little icon. There are 3 doors along the wall on the right. Which one do I enter? So, the last one. Right? Yep. It's a locker room of some sort. All the lockers seem to be locked. Check the lockers. There's a lot of them here. Some still have names on them. Paul Limestone, Craig Houston, Marcy Kilner or something. I'll have it locked up so the rest of them won't be able to open them. Check the floor. Look, footprints. They lead to one of the lockers. It says Bertram Nelson. It's open. Someone must have touched the handle recently. There's a keycard. It's yellow. Come back to the yellow door. Yep, 1 sec. It worked. The door's unlocked. Nice faking aid. Going forward. I'm at a crossroad. There's corridors on the left and right. There's a door in front of me. It says assembly. Where do I go? You'd go to the left. What is this? What's happening to me? Aid. Ah! Aid, why haven't you warned me? I see someone. What's happening? Aid, where am I? Help me. Aid, not picking up the phone. There's a mistake. Haley. I'll get to the point. I don't know. I figure this thing's supposed to happen. Where am I? Oh, bad end? Yep. Alas. Oh, you have to go in the assembly first. I thought you were already in here. To assembly. The door's really heavy. I'm hardly able to budge it. Wait, let me push up my whole weight. 8, it's dark. Completely dark. Instead of a passage, there's simply a black rectangle. There's a slight wind blowing from there. It smells weird. Something like tar or pitch. And ozone. You know the ozone smell? Are you sure I have to go there? Yes. Alright, well, here goes nothing. I'm inside. You know it's dark, but I'm starting to make out something. Some containers. 8, it's creepy in here. There's a door out there. I can see some light coming from behind it. I'm at the green container, 8. I don't want to spend any more time than absolutely necessary. I think I'll just run to the door. Stop. What's the matter? There's nothing here, 8. The man audio log has said there's an anomaly here. Crap. Fuck, 8, I'm scared. I'm inside already. Do you know where to go? What do you see? A container, a green container right in front of me. Okay, now we do this. To the right. Okay, alright. Hey, did you hear that? Something's creaking as if someone's walking behind me. There should be anyone here, right, Aid? Walk along the machinery, stay close to it. Okay. Just don't hang up, okay? I feel strange. Look, there's something, 3 columns or something. Which way do I walk around them? 3 columns? Oh, you're all the way up here. Okay, walk around the first one on the right. Okay, we're next. Second one on the left. Wait, you're breaking up. Are you there? 8, are you there? Are you there? You there? Hello? Kai, go around the second column on the left. Oh yeah, on it. Damn, something's off the signal right here, and this spot seems to have stabilized. Do you hear that echo just now? There's something wrong with it here. Like it doesn't fade at all, like it's just getting stronger or quieter. It's like 100 times louder. It's not my voice. We're not stay there long. Yeah, you're right, moving on. Like it's just a black rectangle. There's a slight wind blowing from there. It smells weird, something like tar and ozone. You know ozone smell? Do you hear that? That's my voice. Hey, who's there? It's yourself. Get out. She's Adrian. Said, you please tell me it's you. Where have you been? Why didn't you answer my calls? I've been stuck here for like 3 hours. We talked just a minute ago. You okay? No, I'm not fucking okay. I understand what's going on. There's someone walking around here. Right now I see like a silhouette kind of blurry. A big guy from the looks of it. He disappears and reappears. Ada, I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes it's like he's walking backwards. Expecting the activation of the anti-information field any minute now. Most likely the following recording will be corrupted. He sees something. Do you hear it? Sometimes there's 2 of them, 3. Sometimes I don't know. That's Craig. And hey, one more thing. I saw someone wearing my clothes. Just for a split second, he appeared, rushed past me, and then it was like he was never there at all. I can see the door from here. There's a strip of light coming from underneath. How many times have I thought of winging it, just running to it? But I didn't know which side to pick up to go around the last column. 50-50 is way too scary. Go around it on the right? Oh, she was going to be left. Good thing I waited for you, Aid. Oh god, I'm outside. Damn, let me catch my breath, man. Holy shit. I didn't want to think about how I'm going to get back. You know, Adrian, when I was crouching there, all curled between those 2 columns, I kept hoping that she would help me somehow. Tell me where to go. But she didn't say anything. Do you think I somehow made her angry? Even her face seems less detailed in my memory now. That we all see her like she's real. You need to rest, Kai. Yeah, you're right. It's all calmer here. I think maybe there wasn't anyone in the assembly at all. Just echoes of past events, shadows. Still scared to show me, though. Huh. Just a little further, Kai. Won't like to think so. It's quieter here, and the signal's good. Just a corridor, pretty clean actually, maybe too clean. There are doors on both sides. At the end of the corridor, there's a blue door. That's where I'm supposed to go, right? Yeah. Well, the corridor looks suspicious. Lights are on. It's clean, quiet. Are there any anomalies here? Anything I should watch out for? The guy in the log said it's a retrokinetic corridor? Hell does that mean? You know what it means either, do you? Alright, whatever. I'll just head for the door. Too late to turn back now. Are you dead? Well, how is it? Wait, what the hell? Did I just get back where I started? Hang on, I'll try again. Maybe going backwards? Because retrokinetic. Damn, I'm gonna start again, 8. That's what's happening. Let me try running this time. Wait, don't rush. What do you see? Well, I'm at the start of the corridor, and at the far end there's a blue door. Doors on the left, doors on the right, no handles means it can't be opened. Seems like you're turning around without noticing. You need to fix your gaze on something so you don't lose track. Yeah, easy for you to say. Is there anything written on the doors? Any numbers? Yeah, there is. They even left numbers on the doors for you. What's the number in your door to your left? 24. You're right, 25. Walk forward. Okay, take a few steps. What now? On your left, 27. On your right, 26. Turn around 180 degrees. Went further. 29. On your left. 28 on your right. Turn around 180 degrees. 31 on your left. 30 on your right. Turn around 180 degrees. Thumb on your left. 33. Thumb on your right. 32. Turn around 180 degrees. But the door, 8. I'm here. Unbelievable. 8, we did it. Alright, one last push, huh? Where do I go once I open it? There should be a staircase leading to some kind of archive. That's probably where the next tape is. God, alright, I'm going in. Well, do you see the stairs? 8, there's nothing here. Maybe you just missed it. There should be a staircase according to the map. No, you don't get it. There's nothing here. There's a void. Like someone carved a spear right out of the building. A perfectly smooth cut. Maybe 20 meters wide. It wasn't an explosion. Too clean. The walls and floors are perfectly smooth. Like the space itself just vanished. There's something on the edge. A tape. And some kind of card. Hey, do you hear that? Music. I don't want to be here anymore. Hey, I need to get out of here. Adrian! Wait. Okay, he's calling. Well, I'm here, Aid. You sure it's the right place? Looks pretty unremarkable. I doubt we find anything interesting here. Deja vu, I know I've been here before. Are you nuts, Kai? Where are you? What? At the factory? This looks like the main entrance. Should I go in? Oh, my head. Adrian, what's happening? I feel like I've already been here. I don't understand. There's something in my pocket, a tape and a card. Gray card says Houston. Tape triple. Kai, how do you feel? What do you remember? It's like a dream. I remember crawling through the yellow door of the locker as the assembly. Oh god, then some weird corridor. The blue door, and after that just running for the factory, terrified. I remember being scared, but don't remember why. What did I see there? You didn't say. Maybe it's better you don't remember. Damn, I need a moment to catch my breath. Kai. Yeah? Thank you for doing this. Yeah, it's fine. We have to see this through, Adrian. For her. For you, Aid. Tell me, you really truly don't see her, do you? I don't know what you mean. Swear? Yes. Guess you're not lying. Believable. Sorry, I thought you were mocking me. Making fun of her somehow. Everything that's happened, we've got to trust each other. It's a woman, a girl. One day without warning, everyone I knew suddenly realized they could see her image in their minds. So vivid, so clear. Lila. Like she was right there in front of us. And at the same moment, we all somehow knew everyone else could see her too. Yet nobody knew who she was. A day passed and another, yet her image didn't go anywhere. Nobody describes her, nobody really talks about what happened. It's just that when someone talks about her, everyone knows exactly who they mean. Some think they've always seen her, some think she's a goddess, divine. But I suspect nobody really remembers anything about her. Never name nor past, nor details at all. I don't know why. Maybe she really has always been here. All I know is what she wants, and that I feel like I have to help her. Seems like everyone feels that way. What does she look like? You're joking, right? Oh, sorry, you really don't know. Black hair, a bird, a hairpin shaped like a bird of paradise. Black eyes. Such sadness in the Aid. Piercing as if she was carrying the whole weight of the world on her shoulders. It's unbearable. I close my eyes, press my fingers against them for a few seconds. There are rings and geometric patterns, and then as always her gaze. It's torment. Many can't sleep properly. Some try to rationalize somehow. I think most of them have simply accepted her as part of the existence itself. Some eternal aspect of the universe. Like life itself, Aid. When did everyone start seeing her? That's a harder question than you think. You see, she's everywhere. Suddenly watching every thought. When something like that happens, time kind of blurs. Memory turns out to be a really unreliable thing. Maybe it was recent, who knows, maybe it's been forever. Why can't I see her? Wish I knew. Maybe you came too late, hard to say. No one remembers exactly when she appeared. Maybe recently, maybe 100 years ago. It's like she's seeped in every corner of the mind. Every memory, every thought. Like when you love someone so deeply it feels like you've loved them your whole life. Does she speak to you? I mentioned that, didn't I? Sorry for bragging. She doesn't speak exactly. It's more like I'm closer to her than the others. Why, I don't know. Sometimes she appears in my dreams, almost real, but still I cannot hear her. She shows me things. She shows me her face. A folder labeled Alchemist. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think most people in this town would give her hearts for that privilege. They tear me apart. I'll call you back when listening to tape now. Sure thing, buddy. I'll grab a bite at some diner in the meantime. Once you figure out where to go next, give me a call. So related to, like, your girlfriend or something? Or is it related to, like, Lila? Because the developer, Garage even does, like, tend to connect their games in a shared universe.
Крейг Хьюстон, 6 сентября, 7:45.
Maybe we'll witness objective limiting information leaks regarding Project Alchemist.
Информации по проекту Alchemist. Местной газете объектом был
So you published the article, new newspaper top, that's Levi or Levi. Levi. The goal of today's conversation is the voluntary removal of the information article from area. Use of amnesiacs are unfortunately unauthorized.
К сожалению, не авторизовано. Мистер Симмонс, вы
You're
опоздали
only
на
25 minutes late.
Да чё ты, бери, Хьюстон, лучше вообще не
Damn you,
приходи.
Houston.
Какого хрена ваши
You're better off not
положения
coming at all.
таковы?
Why the hell are you
Вы
here?
что, не слышали про
You're the
эти
first to admit.
вопросы
Who am I kidding?
Кого я обманываю? Перед началом нашей беседы
Before we begin, Mr. Simmons, take out what you've got in your breast pocket.
у вас в нагрудном кармане. Чё?
What are you doing?
Вот.
There you go, recording device, just like always,
Вы,
Simmons.
как всегда, Симмонс. Ладно, теперь
Now listen, how many times have I asked you to actually stay out of our affairs?
Не лезь в наши дела. Лучше бы оставался со своими сектантами, писал бы спокойно статейки про химтрейлы и другие дерьмо-конспирации. Мы бы тебя не
You just took over a cult crowd, kept writing your little pieces about chemtrails and conspiracies.
Если бы твои хотели...
You're trying to scare me, Houston. You can't do shit to me. If you want to be gone already.
Хелен Штрауп, это же сотрудник.
You said what's this Flash? Helen Straub. She worked with you, right? Unfortunately, she's missing. Death disappeared. She got son. Just what the fuck? Why did you bring up her son? You didn't leave him any messages, did you?
Ты же ему не оставлял никаких сообщений? Агентская.
I see those gears turning, Agent Boy. Print all over your face. Does he know about the folder or not? Maybe he's underestimating the Alchemist Union. Don't even under CIA psyops. Most of them are clean morons. They can dig up info when needed. You're bluffing, Simmons, and poorly. You'll pay for that someday. You won't scare me. I see right through. Okay, shut up for a second. Look, I'm sick of coming after you every damn time, God. Today you'll follow a request to delete your article. You say it's misinformation, same as every time. Yeah.
В следующий раз вместо меня пришлют Нельсона. Ладно. Ты победил.
And you win, he stood.
Ваша тоталитарная машина в очередной раз задавила голос свободы.
It's unconstitutional. I found out about those documents anyway, you hear me? Christ, Simmons, please, now for your own sake, forget about the folder already. Oh, so there is actually a folder, Houston. For God's sake, expect the article delete today, otherwise Nelson will pay you a visit.
Крейг Хьюстон, выдвигаюсь на личную встречу с Бертомом Нельсоном, экс-главой безопасности антимиметических лабораторий.
So we gotta make a call to... $31.94.94. The number didn't work before. It was unfortunately unavailable as always. Useless! If you're available informer, I bet you've already reached out to you myself. Check the message on your phone. Hey, take a look at the number it came from. Huh. If you're one of those DMCI creeps, go to hell.
Adrian.
Yeah. My fine for your folder, deal? Where do we go? I'll find a way to meet. Don't move out yet. Hey, I'm going to the cafe, have some coffee. Finally managed to relax a bit. Glad you're feeling better. Oh yeah, I swear, coffee's the best antidote to all this medic nonsense. Wait, sorry, so what's in the log? Our Houston's hiding some journalist. Says he left a tape at the same spot. That's so. What kind of place is it? What's all this happening? That's what's unclear. Nothing was said about that. So actually we have to track down the journalist himself. What's his name anyway? Last name's mentioned Simmons. His phone number. So let's maybe we can find him by an article. When you get an idea. University Inn. Hotel near the university, mostly comfortable rooms. Drive here. So let's go. There's one problem. He wants the folder delivered to him in exchange for the log. No way now we're handing it over. Gotta come up with something. What are you up to? I've got an idea. There's a coffee shop nearby. Check the map and tell me how to get there. What are you planning? You'll see. Kyle, you gotta drive this address. You sure? Yes. Okay, going. Wait for my call. Perfect, perfect. Alright, Age, you got their email, right? Send me an email with the photo of the folder. You said you got it on your computer already. I'll print it on stick thick paper. What about the documents inside? Leave that part to me, Ade. That little cafe serves a damn fine cherry pie. Oh, I even asked for the recipe. It's like a Twin Peaks reference. Guy. Huh. Alright, send the photo to the copy shop and give me 15 minutes. I'll call you back from the hotel. Copy center at sellfish.com. Mail sent. Are you there? I'm inside. Give the phone number in my jacket. Just listen on your end. Gating University Inn Hotel. How can I help you? I have an appointment with Levi Simmons. Oh, you must be Adrian. Yeah, it's me. I'm Adrian. Alca's Union sends you its heartfelt gratitude on behalf of Levi myself. Down with the tyranny! Down with it! Shh, you know they got ears everywhere. Right, sorry, yes. Levi's waiting for you at the table in the lobby. Over there, see? Well, damn, Aid, what a character. Red cap, black sunglasses. Why wear them indoors? That jacket, huge thing. Probably hiding a recorder in there. No doubt about it. Alright, gotta be serious now. Mr. Simmons, good evening. Straub's boy. Adrian, buddy, have a seat. Mind if I smoke? Nope. Leave it, not in the lobby. How many times do I have to tell you? Damn fine. Keep me what I asked for. Show me the tape first. Look at you, Buster. I like your spirit. Alright, here it is. My baby. That fool, if I wouldn't know him slipping something behind the chair. You listen to what's on it? Not yet. I mean, I'm a little scared. Look at that look. Yeah, I'm a coward, so what's use is nothing like a toothless skin. But his boss, Bert Nelson, whole different breed. He dropped by once. Scared the hell out of me. I had to change my pants after. So I'm poking my nose in that just yet. I just stay in good health for a bit longer, thank you very much. But you're not afraid to take the folder. Oh, but yeah, that's a whole different story. Now that will make them treat me real nice. There's something big in that folder. Still not opening or reading the right way either. But there's something mind-blowing in there, literally. Ever heard of animametics? It's all just conspiracy nonsense. Never say that. Again. You know how many secrets those suit-wearing bastards keep hidden? UFO, Bigfoot, chemtrails, of course, animametics. You don't open that thing without proper preparation. Alright, then hand over the folder. Here's the tape as promised. Does you ever follow join the Union? I can tell you've got in you to do good. People like you to fight the agencies. What exactly does the Union do? We fight the lies spread by the secret services, exposed to conspiracy psyops try to open people's eyes. At least that used to be the main focus until recently. You know, because of her. What do they want from her? Hell if I know. They've turned her into some kind of idol. I think she actually posted those forms along with the Cardinal. Tell them what I to do. I don't buy it. Pretty sure the Cardinal writes all his messages himself. Don't get me wrong, he's a good leader. Try that many people even online takes brains. But she's nothing like that, you get that, right? I do. I don't know, whatever's going on in their inner circle. Do you want to think about? Everyone's looking for someone, supposedly on her behalf. Some young guy, doesn't look like you at all, by the way. Carla says she showed them the face in a dream. She confirmed it. No idea they were on for, that's probably about me. By the way, something's been bugging me. See a photo of your mother. Honestly, you don't look much like her. You sure you're Adrian? You should be ashamed of yourself. Huh, what's wrong? Oh right, sorry, that was rude. You know I'm a blunt guy, I just say things without thinking sometimes. Awkward. So I get going, yeah? Yeah. You get a thing, Straub. The Union won't forget you. Now get out of here. No one can know we ever met. Thank you, Mr. Simmons. Yeah, take care. Almost persuaded the guy. Hope there was no other way. I was always waiting for the next location. Phone call? Are you nuts? Was that from the fear I was opening the folder and what else is this? Fucking cherry pie. Goddamn kids, you're gonna get it. Lols.
Крейг Хьюстон. 6 сентября, 6 часов 45 минут.
Paying the private address of Lenny Markham.
Ленарду Маркому.
Violations can calculate data over a work line.
Данных по рабочему телефону.
Use the initials line for personal calls, ignoring the single-use mobile protocol. Sanction formal reprimand. Use amnesiacs not required. What? Who's there? What are you yelling for? You know what time it is. You later mark agents, open the door now. Arkham, don't make me use force. Okay, please, I didn't even wait. Oh my god. Craig, is that you, you thick-headed idiot? Get the hell out of here, shouting like that in the middle of the night, you moron. Then Markham opened the door immediately. Go away, come on, get lost. Now you're not even clear for this crap. Who's your agent again, are you, you overgrown child? You know I've got a bad heart, right? So one more and I'll complete straight to the upper management. You get yourself canned. When the review for the police of 40, don't think I don't know. Right, Houston. Hey, Houston, Craig. I'm sorry, wait. You need to talk. Come in, will you? What are you up to today? Clean up after Alchemist again. Because of information. I'll cut it out. Do you remember what happened? Of course I do, Lenny. I can't tell you. It's classified. Well, Craig, be honest, I for one barely remember a thing, not just the incident how to get out of this bed this morning. Barely remembered my own name. I'm sure the whole department's been hit with a massive dose of amnesiacs. No amount of medical condition could have helped, man. Lenny, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm here to issue reprimand and, well... Craig, you need to get out of here fast. They don't scrub our minds like that for maintenance. He wants to screw something big. Yeah, it looks that way. Birdie thinks so too. Bertram Nelson, he's been talking to you too. He wants to meet. I'm thinking of stopping by today. Be careful, I'm alright. He's been calling me too. No idea what he's digging for. Good thing he ditched the animatics work. God knows he's with now. I don't like his interest in that cult. They're harmless, Lenny. I'm actually paying a visit to one today. Remember the journalist? You care? Something's going on, Craig. I think Birdie's playing a dangerous game. He knows too much about our project. He knows more than we do, honestly, and don't forget, they haven't used amnesiacs on him in ages. He's tonal. There's just 4 of us left, no matter how much of you are, you'll always be one of us, Craig. You can trust me and Marcy, of course. How they into you, stuck a bastard. Yeah, no, still see Birdie, though. Take care of yourself. You too. But wait, can I leave this here with you? Come out of crap again? I'll keep it in my bag. I'll hand it back when you return. Didn't record this conversation, did you? $93, 39. Official Colorado telephony website. Well, tape is with Leonard Markham. Who's that, you know him? Yes, he's a scientist from Antimemetics. Seems he's best friends with Craig. Crap, he's not gonna hand over easily. Where is it? At this place? See, he put it in his bag. I assume he'll keep it on him at all times, so know the address. Right, we can't exactly break into his apartment. If we needed to, damn. Any info, maybe something in the voicemail. See, he now always calls from payphones. And worse, although if we manage to lure him out of the house, maybe it'll be easier to get the bag. Damn much time, Aid. We just need to figure out which payphone is closest to his address. If I open the call from it and voila, I'll roll up in the Cherokee. Tell me, is a soft guy? Doormat. Good, now give him a call and try to find his address first. Then surprise him, let him know you know something. Oh, I'm saying, she'll figure it out, eh? But he'll spill everything in the first 10 minutes. Alright. $93, $93, $39.
Hello.
Hello, who's this? It's Adrian, Mr. Markham. This is my work phone, right? I think I left you a message asking not to call his number anymore. So I'm working late tonight. You have something to discuss. Quick, make it quick. I know Agent Houston came to see you. Well, how do you know that? Adrian, you don't understand. You shouldn't be poking into this. You're a kid. You're not involved in this. But still, how did you find out? Couldn't have told you himself, could he? I have a right to know what's going on. We didn't meet. What address should I come to? I know Nelson's involved in the Alchemist cult. Tell me your address. He shouldn't have contacted you yet. I mean, I'm very worried that you even know any of this. Please give me the tape. Wait, Adrian. That's out of the question. Hang up this instant. You need to make a call immediately. You stay home. Do not go anywhere, you hear me? Wait. I'll give you one last chance, Adrian. What is it? Houston is dead. What? That's impossible. You're joking. Houston. Craig Houston. Adrian, you're in danger. Don't go anywhere. They're looking for you. Oh my god. I need to contact Birdie right now. 88, hello? How'd it go? Tofuck, everything went off the rails. You ran off to make a call. To where? What the hell? What address? I don't know. Fuck, shit. Okay, calm down. Forget the address, H. Just call every payphone. There aren't that many. If it's him, the line will be busy or Lenny will pick up. If he picks up, perfect. You hold him. I'll roll up in the Cherokee. Just pick the right one from the get-go or it's all over. Come on, go! Okay. Fort Vale payphones. There's gotta be a hint, right? Is one of them like near like an apartment or something? Well, it wouldn't be this one. Because that's ours. I would think it'd be something on the path to the places he's going. So it'd be this one, payphone 2. 005402. No one picked up. 005403. Anything? Hello? Bertram, who's this? Can you call a payphone? Gotcha, so payphone 03. Hello, Nelson, is that you? Hang up. So he's still on the path. Hey, you sure? Guess he's there. I'm in the gas aid. Call him back on the payphone. Maybe you can stall him. Hello, who's this again? Mr. Markham. Adrian. Adrian! What the hell's going on? How'd you find me? What? Mr. Markham, why are you calling Nelson specifically? Adrian, you don't understand. Bertie's offering the only possible way out of the situation we've created. And why am I even explaining this to you? You were never supposed to know any of it. Craig's dead. The Alchemist Union inner circle's hunting you. They're not harmless idiots like Simmons that stoner from the video store. What do they want from me? The folder? No, Adrian, they want you. They're convinced that she needs your... Hey, this spoof is taken. What the hell are you doing? Bastard, give me back that bag, you little... Good job, Kai. Ugh. Got the bag off and drove on the Cherokee. Pretty sure you didn't see my face. There's a log inside. Checking now. Okay. Here it is, hey, thank God. You got audio log 1. Said they're hunting me. Lenny, what? The Alchemist Union, the Inner Circle, something like that. I don't know anything about that, Aid. Why, though? Why you, though, did she say? No, you didn't have time. You showed up right then. Damn it, alright, Adrian. Can't waste any more time. I'm waiting for your call.
Крейг Хьюстон, 5 сентября.
Interview with witness, objective, eliminating information links on Project Alchemist.
Отправляюсь на встречу со свидетелем. Цель устранения утечек информации по проекту «Волконос». Свидетель,
Witness, a 68-year-old Georgia native, Cletus Moore, claims that on 08/22/2005 saw a sign in the forest. For safety use of zero-kinetic amnesics is authorized.
Добрый день.
I'd like to book a room for the night.
Номер на ночь.
Yes, of course, her name.
Ваше имя.
Craig Houston. Sorry, what did you say? Craig Houston. It's always just loud here.
Так громко. Ну, не важно.
Never mind.
Мне нужно поговорить.
You speak of one of your employees. Cletus Moore works here, right?
Здесь
Да
работает.
и чего же он вам сделал?
What's that poor man done to you
Он
now?
каприз, да?
Has he quit drinking? He's
Как
been
сам
angel, I
все
swear.
чувствует. Не он, это не
Whose
он.
name it was? I'm not losing those golden
Я не
hands.
собираюсь.
Мэм, я
Yeah, I'm not with the police. It's easy to talk to him.
Просто нужно с ним поговорить.
А,
You find him in the trailer right behind the motel. You just want to chat, right?
он за мотелем. Вы же поболтать просто.
Just chat.
Просто поболтать.
She loves that, our
Вы же
Cletus.
он любит слушать.
Here's our key, Mr. Hughes, in room 5.
Рано.
What?
46.
You're early, around 6 o'clock. Mr. Moore, are you there?
Мистер Мур. Мистер Мур, вы здесь? Мистер Мур. Что надо?
What do you want? My name is Craig Houston. I want to ask you a few things.
Хочу поговорить с вами кое о чем.
Wasn't me.
Я не из полиции.
Now, the police, Mr. Moore. Just call me Cletus, Sonny, alright? What's your name again? Craig Houston? What? Craig Houston.
Скажите, мистер Мур, вы...
To Mr. Moore, have you lived here long? Many years, Sonny. Can't recall how many.
Работаете?
Should you right here at this motel? When Grace occurred, Mrs. used to ask for Daddy's leave to go with the girls or Daddy. Useless information. We drank too much, that's how it goes now. The old me, that man abusive too back then.
Часто в лесу гуляете?
You walk in the woods often. Woods sometimes, but there's not much work. Not many folks come around motel, mostly working people. There's not much to do, and I stroll into the woods, listen to birds, look at trees, think of God before it used to be.
Работы немного, вот и прогуливаюсь в лесок, птичек послушать, на деревья поглядеть, а вот подумать. А вот раньше было...
People say you saw something strange there. The youngsters mock old Cleese, but when the second coming happens, they'll sing a different tune.
Когда второе
We like till Christ
случится,
returns.
тогда уж все по-другому запоют. Недолго нам Христа осталось ждать, ох, недолго.
The youngs, all the signs align, he'll give us his blossom soon. Time is short as a bird's beak.
Времечко сейчас осталось гулькин нос, а каяться нам всем пора грешным. Все знаки сходятся. Какие знаки?
What signs? On the book, son, on the book. Think on it. Great calamities, wars, no love left in human hearts.
Войны. Любови не осталось в сердцах человеческих.
In the woods right at that spot, the Virgin herself came to me. She,
Пришла сама дева.
the Virgin.
Вот те крест.
Press my heart, I never lied in my life. Well, maybe when I drunk once or twice, but that was long ago. I'm a sinner.
Был грешен.
The Virgin Mary appeared to me in a flash of light, the 8th of August. Until I die, bright being and beautiful above my eyes and mournful as if calling out.
Светлая дева, прекрасная. Да только глаза печальные, будто кличут. Недолго тебе
Lord, please don't have long left to tread the earth, and the last time has come to partake.
Всему роду людскому пришло время причаститься. Где именно?
Right, like you see her. I went deep in the woods that day, not to drink, don't you think that? The clouds parted, divine fire flared, and in the middle of that flame, her.
Божественным пламенем, а посреди огня она.
Black hair, real young, and her hair, I swear the so. The book says nothing. Some kind of bird, like a brooch, but almost alive. Bird of paradise.
Какая-то птица, ну, словно брошка, а как живая.
Everyone laughed at me, except good old Levi. Now he's a real journalist. Some of his top quality informant told me so himself. Top quality, eh, Craig? Have you seen the article he wrote? When he writes for those alchemists, God take their souls. And I don't use the internet. The government scrubs our brains through it. Real worms start growing. I read it all in the paper. I've had a phone in years. All that stuff's of the devil, Sonny. Does that noise bother you? Something near a train.
Чего? Я говорю, шум вам не мешает?
Hotel or in near the train tracks?
Вопросов у меня больше нет.
Questions, please, before I go. Please read this. What's this paper? They got like some magical, like, Men in Black beep flash paper.
Прощайте, мистер Мур. Крейг Хьюстон, 6 сентября, полночь.
Mission accomplished. First, I log in the box to log in for my agency profile. With a house briefs with an iron throat. So if I were to look at the map, train tracks in Motel Anton. I mean, it's one of the only ones with like a fucking with an actual description. Buddy? Logging in for his profiles in the motel. Which motel? Not sure. One more thing, just enough gas for a round trip, so it's like one shot this, sorry. Gotta drive to this address. You sure? Yes. Get going, wait for my call. Well done, how do you figure out where to go? So it's not the train on tape, there's only motel one through the railroad in Fort Vale. Damn, you're a genius. Hey, you blow my mind sometimes. Yes, I am. Good evening. So many folks dropping by on the night these days. Want to book a room? Room 5. Has Craig Houston been staying here? Can't give a guess. 3-point don't just in. Has Craig Houston been here? Maybe can't give out no information. Want to book room 5. Room 5 is occupied. Damn. 8, I'm outside. What do we do? It's somewhere inside. The log is right there. Maybe break in. Maybe the renter's not inside. Let's book the room on the other side of the building. Why? When the house briefs the iron throat, he meant ventilation. Yeah, usually motels have paired rooms connected by shafts like sewage ventilation. Specifically rooms opposite each other. Good evening again. I want to book a room, the one across from room 5. Room 6? No, you'll get. Not next to it, but exactly on the other side. The night owls are strange. Fine, hardly any guests come anyway. That'll be room 11. Here's your key. Name? Kai Moreno. Okay, I'm inside. Good. Now let me check the ventilation. Nothing all dusty. I need to look deeper if he shoved it in from that room. This is like, the one movie. No Country for Old Men. Bingo, found it. A small metal box, locked, naturally. Use the gray keycard you picked up at the factory. Good thinking. Alright, it opened. There's a note. Hey, write this down. Anime. Unironically. Logins Arcona. Password. Okay, I'm waiting for your call. Should be good. Urgent update Agent Nelson. Especially on patient 0. Oh look, right there. The strongest influence of virus codename Alchemist. So found and identified. Following a psychiatric evaluation by Dr. Ferdinand, Kai Moreno has been deemed harmless, at least for treatment of level 3 amnesics. Cohabited with HD throughout the experiment. So it is his girl. Oops. How do I go back? Oh, that. Documents. Classified documents are contained in a folder labeled Top Secret. The presumed holder is Adrian Straub, son of Helen Straub, recently deceased under unexplained circumstances. Protected by Animametics Category 0 to 4. Protect the civilian population. Immediate seizure of the folder from A. Straub is required. Classifying the data in the folder to prevent actions of B. Nelson. Immediately sees all contact with ex-agent Bertram Nelson. He is suspected of direct involvement in the Alchemist cult, presumed codename Cardinal. Directed full cessation of contact until investigation is complete. I mean, I don't see, like, the thing in the hair, but it doesn't really matter. Hallie Dove. But the thing in the hair, like the Dove thing, I think, is the key. And so what does it say? I'm losing my damn mind over here. It mentions you, Kai. What? Tell me about Hallie. I don't understand. Aid. My head. It's splitting. It's like I remember I don't remember. Two lives flashing in my head. Like I'm standing between two mirrors. Aid, my friend, I don't believe this. There are photos of you together in the apartment. Documents. I'm coming over. Wait for me. Kai sits on the bed. Hey, buddy. Yep. Here's this lease apartment with Hallie's name is in yours. Wait, did I never look properly, or maybe I just didn't notice to be pointed at it? I was just hidden in this place, I wonder. Here's a letter from Hallie to you. Oh wait, I recognize the handwriting. Now it makes sense. It's not just that everyone sees her. Everyone really does know her, they just don't remember. There's photos of you and Hallie together. Yeah, it's me. We look younger here, don't we? God, that's her. Wow, she was just a living person, how could that be? Hey, there's something behind the poster above the bed. Well, let's take a look. No, there's nothing there, Adrian. Shit, I'm sorry. I can't look, check it yourself after I'm gone, okay? There's a sledgehammer somewhere in the drawers. I just know I won't survive if I look now. How? She was my girlfriend, the closest person I had from what you've shown me. But I don't remember a thing, eh? Not one detail. I don't remember her voice or how her hair smelled. I don't remember what she called me, what I called her. I can't even recall a single stupid argument. I can tell you what I remember. No, wait, not now. I need to think it all through, Aid. I'm going home, sorry. I can't. Kai leaves. Kai, hello? Adrian. Who's this? How do you have Kai's phone? You know this is it, it's Adrian. Your old pal, Uncle Bertie. Nelson, what did you do to Kai? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. He's alive and well. Maybe just forget a few things. You know, our good old Kai's a great guy. Without him, we'd never have discovered your address. Funny thing, it's that girlie's trying to stop us from dropping by for a visit. No matter how long we circle around the building, we just can't seem to find the door to your apartment. Funny, isn't it? But don't you worry. The inner circle of the Alchemist Union always finds a way to pay a visit. What do you need from me for it? Just take the folder. Oh, Adrian, we don't need your folder at all. I've known what's in there for ages. We need you. Well, not all of you, just your physical body. Oh, well, there's no point in explaining that to you, is there? Well, you wait for the guess, AD. Give this a listen. Wait, no! It's fine. Push from the wall. Adrian. Adrian, you help me. Find me, read what's inside the folder. But how do you send I open it? Hallie, how am I supposed to do it? Okay. So now what? Wait a minute. Was there always a window there? I guess. The wall can be broken with a tool. I can open and close the window? No, I can open and close the blinds. Interesting. And there's 3 people I can meet with. I'm assuming all of them are bad endings. You've opened this. What are you? Thank you for your purchase, Hallie. Follow the Kingfisher. Login. Forget me not. Password. Face of God. Laura Simmons. Guy from the Desu. Wait, what? Mr. Straub, this is Victor. Victor Haldane. Listen to the messages from Marcy me immediately. Your life depends on it. This is an update here. Following the disappearance of Agent C. Houston Craig and the disruptive actions of former Agent B. Nelson, the Directorate has deemed it necessary to declassify the documents contained in the Alchemist Project folder. To bypass anti-memetic barriers of Category 044 protecting the data, Protocol 81.2 must be used. A 3-part mnemonic key. The key consists of accordingly 3 code words. When opening the folder's cover page, the agent must keep them in active consciousness. The order is irrelevant. Due to the nature of the Alchemist memetic virus, the 3 words are associated with moments, places or significant events from the life of the prototype, Hallie Dove. Exercise caution. Because of the virus's specific properties, the code words themselves have naturally acquired anti-memetic qualities. Well, I damn know if I go to any of these, it's going to be a bad end. So, let's knock those out right now. You decide to go out and meet the scientist. Strangely, no one is there. Maybe they're waiting downstairs. You see a dark figure standing motionless at the stairway. You don't have time to react. Your legs below the knees are torn apart by unbearable pain before you even hear the gunshots. Shock takes over. You lose consciousness. Damn! You open your eyes. A blinding white light shines above you. You can't move. Slightly above your brow, a long needle points straight at your forehead, extending from a massive cylindrical machine wrapped in cables. From the ceiling, a soft, crooning voice speaks. Don't be afraid, Adrienne. It won't hurt at all. Don't resist. Don't resist. You hear a faint hum. The needle begins to move. You feel its icy tip touch your skin. You feel the disgusting pressure of metal finally crack. The one that could still feel fear is gone. You feel serene euphoria. There's no more I, no more you, no suffering, nothing remains, nothing at all. In the distance, a radiant bird spreads its wings. Its face is holy. The shadow of its wings fall over what was once you. My name is Alkanos, goddess upon the earth. Hear my song, O mankind, and rejoice. Hear and rejoice. Alright, let's get some of these other bad ends. Simmons. You decide to meet Levi Simmons. Upon arriving at the hotel, you're greeted by Sabina and Levi. Both look a little tense. Cough. Well then. Just as they described you, pleased to finally meet you, Adrian. Come on, let's go. Our place is modest, but this can't wait. Agree. For a while, you stay with the Simmons family. You meet Laura, Levi's daughter, who seems to know Kai personally. You don't tell her why you're really there. She seems to be used to her father's eccentricities and doesn't ask. Days pass. Finally, does you decide it's safe to leave the town. Leave by hitchhiking. After a long, fruitless attempt soaked to the bone under the pouring rain, you're finally picked up by a silent truck driver. He only asks you for your name and without another word, agrees to give you a lift. Everything seems to go smoothly. The outskirts of Fort Vale pass by, the railroad, the Chevy Motel. You hear a siren. To your left, a police car signals to pull over. Looks like a routine check. Damn it, don't they have anything better to do? The driver mutters. After checking the documents, the officer finally looks at you. His eyes change expression. You notice his hand sliding towards his holster. Adrian Straub, you're the one we've been looking for. The Alchemist policeman smiles. There's nowhere to run. The Cardinal will be pleased. Do that again, but go by train? Night train. Everything goes smoothly. Levi and Sabina seen off at the station. The rain that lasted all week shows no sign of stopping. The train starts moving. The worn-down fort fail station slides past your window, fading into the gray mist. From the wheels, everything is calm, everything is fine. I hear explosions. A blinding flash engulfs the countryside for miles. The carriage tilts and topples. Window glass bursts one after another. The train turns over. That wasn't the worst of endings. But that was just a variation of this ending, so that wasn't our missing ending there. Markham. You decide to trust Lenny. When you glance through the peephole, the scientist is already standing at your door. Let's go, Adrian. I'll take you somewhere safe. You walk down to the first floor. You flinch. Someone grabs your arm firmly. Something cold presses against your back. Instinctively, you turn your head. It's the alchemist, the same one who tried to so persistently lure you out earlier. Leonard doesn't look surprised. I'm sorry, Adrian. If you were in my place, you have done the same. You get into an unremarkable gray sedan. The alchemist sits beside you in the back seat, resting a small submachine gun across his knees. Lenny takes the driver's seat. For a while, the scientist mumbles something incoherent about saving the world, about the good of mankind, about the terrible mistakes and redemption, but you barely listen. Your mind is consumed by a single thought. What will happen to you now? You're very scared. From time to time, your glance is sideways at the man sitting next to you. His hand rests on the trigger, the muzzle pointed roughly at your knees. He hardly moves, staring straight ahead, yet his whole body seems tense, ready to react in an instant. There's nowhere to run. You pass the city's outskirts, the railroad, the rundown motel, and head towards the woods. The car slips through a narrow gap between the bushes. At last, you reach a small clearing. On the far side, you notice a modest building. It looks like a garage or storage shed at first glance. A neatly dressed man in thin glasses is already waiting for you. The alchemist escorts you out of the car. The man in glasses greets you with a polite smile, pulling something from his pocket. It's a photograph. You try to focus on it, to understand what's in it, but your vision blurs. The world tilts. You felt something like this once before when you had a full-body anesthesia. You open your eyes. I think this is the same ending. Long nail points at your forehead. Nothing remains at all. Raining bird spreads its wings. My name is Alchemist. Here and rejoice. Well, it is kind of the same ending. The ending, this part, is the same as this, but the route to get there is vastly different and more detailed. But there should be a third ending. Well, not third, technically the fourth. But I feel like there's... I'm wondering if there's a connection here. Like a little bit of different data would lead to a different outcome. And then there should be 2 endings. And I think it's going to be a little different than this. This was essentially the same ending, but it got executed slightly differently. This might be actually 2 separate different endings, like bad and good. Okay, let's listen to my messages first. What's up, bro? How's you moving in? That's the message we saw from Kai. I've instructed him briefly on the countermeasures against Alchemist Circle. First of all, let me be clear. At this stage, you can trust only our science team. Leonard Markham, nope. Marcy Kellner and myself. Any civilian soldier or government official may already be compromised. The Alchemist Inner Circle cannot enter your apartment directly. Thanks to the memetic virus codenamed Alchemist, your door is protected by a memetic barrier. I don't know how any of this works. We don't know why. It's because it's our apartment. According to our data, there are currently... Wait. There are currently 3 threats. The photographer. The Alchemist will attempt to locate your apartment through your window. If you hear a charging flash, close the blinds immediately. His camera can be temporarily disabled with a laser. If it's something like a laser pointer, use it as an improvised defense tool. They must not photograph you. Second, phone calls. Trust no one. Thanks to the traitor Bertram Nelson, the Alchemists have gained access to auditory amnesics. Wow! Avoid answering unfamiliar numbers. Any sign of strange noises or unusual phrases, hang up immediately or risk complete memory loss. Third, Javier. He will most likely try to lure you out through the door. Can't open under any circumstances. He's resourceful and extremely dangerous. Only open the door if we notify you in advance. Marcy and I will be the ones to come for you. He'd help call us Straub. Won't let you fall into Ellison's hands. I can't let this happen again. So that's what that's about. You can now use the laser point at the window. Oh, that's cool. That's right, I'm gonna laser pointer you, bro. I'm gonna laser pointer you. Three code words. Order is irrelevant. Oh boy.
Мистер Штрауб.
Эйдриан, это Марси.
Marcy Kilner.
Кельнер. За тобой охотятся внутри.
The inner circle of the alchemist is hunting you.
Тебе нужно
You need to hold on until we come
постучаться,
for you.
пока
Victor,
мы
Lenny, and
придем.
I.
Я, Виктор и Ленни. Мы позвоним.
We'll ring your doorbell. You don't leave the apartment. Since the poor girl's trying to protect you, that will work in our favor.
Это сыграет нам на руку.
They won't be able to simply enter your place, but they'll do everything they can to track you down.
Предпримут всё, чтобы вычислить, где ты находишься.
Hang in there, we're
Мы
close.
скоро.
It's me again. Or I'll admit, the cherry pie was really damn good. Sabina and I sent our thanks. For screwing me over, you little... Alright, Adrian, here's what I know. They've been hanging out on that forum, you know, the Alchemist Union. They're like what I'm seeing there. They're looking for you, not with good intentions. That wasn't you who came to the hotel, was it? Maybe that's for the best. Good thing you're keeping... go back. This gets real fast. Keeping your head down. Something bad's happening. Something really bad. Tell you what, come over to my place hotel. You're not far, right? So you could trust them. I mean, those endings... Like, he doesn't betray you. Like, he's legit. This guy's legit. But it's what happens afterwards that gets you. Or you're caught in the train when whatever happens goes down. Something apocalyptic happens in this town in the end. I know we barely know each other, but Sabina and I promise we'll keep you safe till things calm down. Then you gotta get out of town quietly, that's what I think. And my Laura will be glad for the company. You haven't met her, have you? And Lady Markham. Please listen carefully to what I have to say. You may have understood what happened at the payphone. You know too much now. Adrian, the research group I was part of, made several extremely reckless decisions. In short, stay away from Marcy Kilner and Victor Haldane. My former colleagues... have no idea what they're dealing with. You have to understand, neither you nor they know what Bertram and I know. Adrian, we need to meet. I'll come for you soon. Stay home. Don't answer the phone. Just wait for me. We'll go somewhere safe. I'm truly sorry for what happened to Mr. Moreno. It's better this way. At least he's safe, even if he doesn't remember a thing. Wait. Blinded! You permanently disabled the calculus camera. Nice. They are here! Okay. Okay. We gotta... break down with a tool. Marcy? Leonard. No. Don't trust these. Follow the Kingfisher. And we got this phone. Guy from the forum. Wait. Hey, Scorpion Grass. Forget me not, you're back. God, we barely talked of that showing something strange, like something awful. We end up moving to some other forum. Everybody, thanks for the calling. Oh man, it's so good to hear from you. Maybe we could meet sometime. Remember I wanted to visit you in Fort Vale? Hang up. All call-outs we found on the whiteboard. Okay. Laura Simmons. Hello? I know this number. Hallie? Hallie Dove? I don't remember who you are. Oh, my head. Hallie, where are you? Are you alive? Please tell me you're okay. Hallie, why are you in front of my eyes? What's happening? It's Laura Simmons. I can't do this. 450499. Something strange. The moon landing hoax Fred, plane trip to Southern Lands. There's no use in reading any threads except one. The forum is dead. Meanwhile, this place is dead. No, I am. In my honest opinion, rather. Post some actual closed off forums where people talk about stuff. Bump. I'm just gonna go through. Been a real one for 2 years. AMA. What website? We do their e-kids. We don't. Can't tell more. Infos for insiders. Shared as large part of how join. Follow the Kingfisher. Specifically the Azuri Kingfisher. Forget Me Not is the girl everyone's seeing that got disappeared. Became some kind of god. Sorry off topic, has anyone ever had this happen? Memory loss from antidepressants. Okay, get out of here. I'm so sleepy during the day, like my mood swings harder than usual. I'm not going to psychiatrist. Any advice? No reason for a pretty girl like you to be sad. What's going on between you two? Haha. Forget Me Not has been permanently banned by the moderator. Interesting. 478207 has been permanently banned. Septic Tank has been permanently banned. Kingfisher. Alright. This one. Follow the Kingfisher. Order now. Follow the Kingfisher. Buy a Kingfisher feather accessory. That's what Holly wears. $8.99. What's my email? I'm in. Mail sent. Thanks for your order. Payment link will be sent. Trust. Thank you. Are you good at keeping secrets? Trust us. Trust us one last time. Follow the Kingfisher. OutFortUnion.com. Are you good at keeping secrets? Follow the Kingfisher. Login. Okay. Get rid of the camera. Face of God. Operation Straub. Alright. First revelation. Useless. Useless. This monkey is in all of Garage Heaven's games, by the way. They actually are an entity. Like, they're like a demon or something in this shared universe. And I do think this probably does take place in the Who's Lila T-Gotchi universe. Flash of 2008. Alchemist, I need your help. There's a massive cover operation going right now. If you have any leads or contact informants, please share it. So it's like grab a drink of an old guy from the motel on the railroad. For the past week, he hasn't stopped talking about some holy man he saw in the woods. On the exact day. Okay, we know about that. You know, the closed research facility. Yeah, closed. I guess not Cleo's by any chance. The very, very old one. Old Man Moore. I'm kind of moving fast in case there's some kind of weird timed fail point. Are the Alchemists changing direction? I don't know where else top of this but here, but you all see her too, right? Of course, yeah. Don't you think the Cardinal's gotten a little too obsessed with her lately? The Cardinal has never been wrong before. If he says she is here to save us, and it is, besides, it's so strange to question such obvious things. She guides us, she's divine. Has it ever crossed your mind that the reason she might be something else entirely? Why can no one remember when it started? Why don't we consider that she could be another CIA conspiracy? In this case, it actually is true. Brother, I understand that freedom of thought is the cornerstone of the Alchemist Union, but some truths are so self-evident that doubting them is simply foolish. You don't doubt that the grass is green and fresh. I do. That the sun gives us warmth. You don't doubt that the Alchemists are the last refuge of the persecuted. Do not blaspheme. The inner circle forgives you. Just trying to give such childish doubts again. Why are you doing this? Please tell me why. I'm the Chrysalis. You're my old skin, Hallie. Do you really hate me this much? Of course, you're the imperfect in me. I'm meant to become something grand. You're just dead weight. What did they do to me? They're helping me be born. Don't obstruct their work. Please, I couldn't bear another attempt at sabotage from you. Just accept it. I'll chew my fingers off. What's going on? Anui's talking to herself. Do whatever you want with this body. I can take it. Helen says it won't be long now. She seems to think that I'm suffering. I'm not. Who's Helen? Kai doesn't love you. You never did. Laura pities you. In her eyes, you've always been a pathetic worm. She sees your jealousy and enjoys it so much. That's the gist of your friendship. I know. Girl, you gotta see someone about this. Kai should stop acting out his rescuer fantasies. You're dead weight to him too, not just me. Tonight he'll hear from us. How does he justify himself our nightly disappearances? Does he suspect anything? Maybe it's time to reassure him in his suspicions. How long do you think he'll last? Please don't. I don't pity you, Hallie. You deserve everything that's coming. It's been banned already. This page contains one of the code words. Okay, they just tell you outright. It happened. So I make sure to always take a photograph of this stuff. Oh, the rain's starting. Edie, how are you? It's Marcy Kilner. We've been up with Victor, getting ready to come get you. What's going on over there? The code's trying to get to me. I'm holding up for now. Oh my boy, you're doing so well. Just a little longer. We're waiting for Leonard to respond, but he hasn't been answering any calls. Hang up. It's a trap. We know she's a traitor. Dirty traitor. Are you the guy from the... Adrian, I know you're here. I know you're listening. In my right hand is a Heckler Koch MP5 submachine gun of an integral suppressor. Right now it's aimed at your door, roughly 40 centimeters off the floor. So you have a choice. Open the door and come with me to Mr. Nelson. Or don't. She needs your body alive, but no one said it has to be fully intact. When I pull the trigger, your legs from shin to knee will turn into a bloody pulp. The next shot will take out the lock on your door, but then you'll be on the floor bleeding out. Because of shock, you'll barely feel the pain. You won't be able to scream either. After we bandage your wounds, we'll go to Mr. Nelson anyway. What will you choose? Maybe the ever bad ending is opening the door. Let's try it. Unfortunately, you made too many mistakes and will now never learn what's really happening in this town. Nope, it's just a game over. Metamorphosis. Okay, we ignored the door. And, like, it was alright. We didn't even, like, do the answering or anything. Ah! But now what's my next lead? But where is my next... keyword? What's my next lead? Procedure metanoia. Metanoia. Laura, hi. Who is this? Okay, now we got an answer this time. My friend Hallie Dove. My name's Adrian Straub. Oh god, you remember her. Did she call you too? Laura, Hallie's in danger. We need to talk. Wait a minute, my head's spinning. Where's Hallie? What happened to her? I don't know yet. We're trying to find out. Please, we need your help. Okay, what do you want to know? How are you two connected? I think I remember. We're friends. Well, as close a friend as I could be with Hallie. We went to the same college before she disappeared. So you knew her well. You know, Hallie was always very closed off. I don't think anyone really knew her. Maybe except Kai. Kai! Adrian, do you know Kai Moreno? Yes. They were seeing each other. Yes, I remember. He and I, we were the only two people she trusted at all. Hallie's always been an interesting one. Some people called her weird, but the three of us could always get along. She had trouble with people in real life, at least. Adrian Straub, you say? I think Kai told me about you. Childhood friend, right? Something like that. He was so mad at you about when you left. He thought you forgot about him. And Hallie seemed to not care, but I think she missed you too. I missed those two short by chance. First her and then Kai. We just started chatting with Hallie after classes. It's such a normal thing. I only later learned that for her it was a haha social feat. She always seemed very fragile, Adrian. Like a little bird blown from its nest by storm. Oh, how I want to protect her from everything. To wrap her in a feather blanket, tell her everything will be okay. So she never has to be afraid again. They'll find her, right? She'll be okay. Was Hallie involved in anything strange? Hard to say, Adrian. I only know she had quite a few internet friends. Online it's easier to connect. You can wear any mask and paradoxically under a guise, Hallie could be sincere without fear of judgment. She hardly ever told me about her online friends. I suspect the Hallie I know and the Hallie in the net are almost two different people. When and where did you last see her? I don't remember. Please try any places you used to go to often. Hallie rarely left home. It's strange. As I speak to you now, memories of her seem to fog over. Only one image sticks. A cafe with huge windows, all bathed in sunlight. Maybe we went there after classes. They had damn good coffee and the waitress was very sweet. Huh, I don't even remember where it was. Probably near the college? The college. Strange, there was also a Sandy's Cafe on that street, a video rental. For school we used the copy shop at the intersection with Mistosis Boulevard. But I can't for the life of me remember that cafe. After Hallie disappeared, we all kind of stopped thinking about it. What was it called? I can't remember anything else, Rudy, and I'm sorry. Maybe someone who works on that street remembers. Hope that helps. Helps what? What were we talking about? Laura, thank you. We've got a key. Alright. So there is a note system. But after that whole time where it kind of like bugged out and got frozen, I just take a photo of it. It's just so much simpler. It's just take a photo of your phone and just put it down. Okay, near the college, Sandy's Cafe in the street, a video rental for school use, the copy shop. So if we look at the map, Sandy's Cafe, video rental, copy center, Ralphie's Diner, Cafe Blossom? I feel like that would be... I mean, there's only so many cafes. Unless there's something that's not even on the map. So we gotta be careful about that. Call the copy center. 291206. What are your printing days? And by email. Good afternoon. Is there a cafe nearby with big windows? Beats me there's Sandy's, but that's closer to the side road. I think there was another one on the way there. I remember great food, cozy place, fair prices. Can't figure out why no one goes there anymore. Oh wait, I remember. Old Sandy had a real feud of them over customers for a while, that's right. Everyone was talking about how she kept visiting that guy to steal his recipe. We at the university had a good laugh over it. So yeah, there's one, but for some reason hardly anyone goes there anymore, even though it's closer. If you drop by Sandy's Cafe, ask Sandy herself. She remembered it used to be her main rival. What's it called? Beats me, don't remember. Some simple name, don't recall. Let's call Sandy's. 065635. I think this is the right number. Hello, Sandy's Cafe. You're a bit early. We're not open yet. If it's not in order, try calling back a little later. Good morning. Is there a cafe nearby with big windows? And what do you ask? You better come to us. Old Sandy's got the best pastries in town, and all that. Are you Sandy? Huh, the one and only Old Sandy. 40 years in business, outlived all the competition. You don't cast from the cafe next door. For a while, its cherry pies caused quite a stir. Cherry pie! But now everyone's completely forgotten this place even existed. No, really, skill never fades. What do you mean forgotten about him? Oh, it's a strange story. I don't know how it happened. But one day he's just lost all his regulars. He came by to complain, poor thing. His cafe's exactly 2 houses down from mine, same street, toward the intersection with Chill Street. I don't think it even shows up on the map anymore. Right, see? You can only find it by the address. Old cat says once in a while someone wanders in by accident, but they never come back. I feel bad for him, but business is business. What's this cafe called? Something simple. Oh dear, my memory's failing me. I don't remember. Thank you anyway. Welcome, stop by once the storm passes. It's not stopping. So it's exactly 2 houses down from mine, same street toward the intersection of Chill Street. But how would I... Like, I can't select anything. Like, there's no number I can pull up on this corner. Sycamore Drive. That is also a theme in Garage Heaven's games. The, sycamore trees. Got you! Got you! You tried it! You tried it! It ain't happening! You done! Dunzo! Two houses down from mine, same street, toward the intersection to Chill Street. So it would be like 55. Yeah, that's simply it. Cozy cafe with large windows, best cherry pie and Fort Vale. Wow, that actually worked. Huh. This game makes you feel like smart. I don't feel like I'm that smart about things necessarily all the time. I'm not bad, but like I don't think I'm like really special, but I'm like, this game makes me feel smart. But I feel like I could be better at. Hehe. I was waiting for your call, Adrian. Beware the storm. Who are you? I work here, silly. Ask what you wanted. What's your cafe called? Mr. Katz, phone for you. Wait, hold on. Hello, Cat speaking. Best cherry pies in Fort Vale. Alright, who's this? Did you want something? Sorry to bother you, but... Bother me? Oh, don't make me laugh. I got nothing but time now. One customer all week. One. It's deaf, little deaf for our business. One young guy took coffee and pie. I was so glad he even shared the recipe. It went by that old hag Sandy. Who works here with you? I let all the waiters go. Couldn't afford to pay them. Only one girl stayed, so she's fine with peanuts. Probably just pities me. What a silly girl. Should have found something better. A giggly little thing. Says weird stuff sometimes. Or maybe I just don't understand you young folks anymore. But you have so few customers. I'm cursed, that's why. Alright, kidding. Or maybe not. One day they all just vanished like smoke. Used to be packed with students. This was our favorite spot. Thought I was so smart opening right next to the college, but look how it turned out. Strange thing. Sometimes one or two still drop by, but no one ever comes back. I even called a couple of my regulars, and would you believe it? They've forgotten they've even been here. All in one day. Can you believe it? They should sure remember your cafe, but can't recall its name to save our lives. I call again, it's like they never called. They even say the same words. Can you imagine? They know what your cafe's called. Of course, name's simple. My cafe's called. Well, something's right on the tip of my tongue, I swear. Don't think I've forgotten. Oh, dear Lord, it's not a stroke, is it? What's happening to me? Hey, come here a sec. Yes, Mr. Katz? Does my smile look normal? Perfectly normal. Can't remember the name of our cafe, can you? Phew. Guess I'll go read the sign. You know, Adrian sometimes tells me that even Mr. Katz reads the sign. He'll still forget. If I were you, I'd ask him to fetch the cafe's documents. Have him read them to you, you know, without reading. Alright. Seems I could read it just fine, but the moment I step over the threshold, poof, gone again. I'm really getting that old. But too soon for that, isn't it? Mr. Katz, maybe check the cafe's paperwork. Why? Well, fine, got it right here on the shelf. Let's see. CD of Fort Vale, business license. Certifies that the Cafe S... Certifies that... Damn it, did I already read this? Try spelling it backwards. Alright. S-H-I-N... Shine. S... Shine Sun. That's the code. Sunshine. Right, and backwards that would be... Man, I almost got it. Thank you, Mr. Katz. Yeah. So I'll give him one of the code words. You're going down! I think you gotta enter him backwards. That should be the guy. Do I ignore it? I don't have any other leads. Adrian, how are you? Holding up for now. We still can't reach Lenny. Looks like we'll have to change the plan. I just hope he's alright. Looks like it's just me and Victor now. I don't know, AD. I have to trust him. I've done terrible things, AD. We all have. We hid behind scientific duty, the proverbial greater good. But Haldane, that's something else. Every night sitting in that white room alone with her, coldly slicing into a child's mind with a surgeon's precision. I wonder if he ever felt anything. I mean, if he didn't, what can you expect from a man like that? I don't understand what's going on in his head anymore. Oh, Victor. What would he say to poor Hallie if she was able to contact him somehow? Well, he won't even know. One can't call from the other side. Ooh. Look at that chat, like, name log. Phone call. Wants to kill us. Drop. Come outside. We're here. It's safe now. Hurry up. Come out to us. That's a trap. But he's Kai. I remember everything. Can you believe it? I remember absolutely everything. Come outside. I pulled up in my truck. Come on out. There's no one here. No. Like 99999? Maybe. What? Miss Dove. This is your number. I know it's impossible. For one brief cowardly moment, I let myself believe you're still alive. Of course that's not how life works. Hallie Dove is dead. Her fractured imprint became a monument to my mistake. All it's missing is a signature. Victor Haldane, the main actor. Forgive my sentimentality, whoever you are on the other end. Miss Dove, your face, it's etched in my mind forever. Something out of Dickens, huh. Hallie, I've wanted to say I'm sorry so many times. I don't deserve forgiveness. I don't even deserve for you to hear these words. My apologies. I wouldn't have spoken at all, but it seems even the sliver of remorse is getting too hard to conceal. Mr. Haldane, forgive me, Straub. Amusing. You found Hallie's phone. Where, if I may ask? Well, who cares? It's alright that you heard. I'm not ashamed of my words. Forgive me only for the selfishness of it. What exactly do you regret? Huh. You truly want to know, Straub? I was Hallie's psychiatrist. My task was to prepare her consciousness for the metamorphosis. Preparation, Adrian meant amplifying the traits that would allow us to control her, and for her to control a perversion of a noble profession. I was preparing a child for slaughter, deliberately, surgically, while inflicting as much suffering as possible upon her soul. Detailed records of our sessions are inside your folder, except one. That one I still keep, called Sentimental. I can't read anyway. All records relate to Hallie have gained antimimetic qualities. I remember only the gist of it. After one session, Miss Dove asked me about the meaning of a word. Apparently she's seen in some kind of rental document. That's the word! I kept, like, locking in. Like, that's gotta be the last word. The word in Greek means repentance, or radical change of mind, Adrian. What was it again? Alright, the word itself has become an antimimetic. Yes, I convinced myself long ago that I was acting for the good of humanity. Too convenient an escape for a coward's conscience, and deep down I always knew it. Now it's time to pay. It should have been me there instead of your mother, Straub. You can still make things right. Make things right. Perhaps not. What's done is done, Straub. But you're partly correct. The desire for death is nothing but cowardice too. Adults must live with the consequences of their actions. Now you understand, my duty now is to protect you, Adrian. Even if it won't absolve me. You hold on now, we'll get through this. First, I need to get a review. Straub, it's Marcy Kilner. Straub, come outside, we're here. It's safe now, hurry up. Come out to us. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. The only person I trust is Victor. Because he's the only remorseful one. Yep, there it is. I mean, I knew this was one of the code words, but, like, it didn't, like, activate. Oh, they're calling like crazy now. Adrian, here, there's as much time left. Get outside as fast as you can. If there's something you still haven't done, do it now and call me back, but don't waste time. Alright, now it's legit. Now it's legit. Door's about to be broken down if you don't do something. Bertram Nelson. I gotta... His hands a submachine gun. Packing try to call your code word. Moonlight. Good times. Sunshine. You shout the word. For the people you see, Javier pause for a moment as if lost in thought. His eyes take on a strange vacant look. Huh. What was I doing? The killer turns and walks away. 'Cause I'm a medic! Oh god, I saved myself. Okay. Contents. Addendum. Bertram Nelson. Project Alchemist. Memo H. Straub. Surveillance camera records. Incident report. H. Dose psychological sessions. Logs glossary. Check my window real quick. Okay. I can't read this. Oh, there we go. I must tell Marcy about Nelson's real plan. Okay, let's read this finally. This is fucked. We need to do something on Birdie. Getting reports. The Cardinal cult. Check the window. We probably could still be attacked. Don't do it. I spoke with him. On the surface, everything's as always, but we set up extra surveillance to mark him. Most likely Birdie found out about. Clever bastard. The wire's been failing since yesterday. Have you uncovered anything? Birdie's fucked up in the head. Not news for you, but this is darker than usual. With one unconfirmed recording from a meeting of the Inner Circle, he ran for hours about creating a god. I really think this is related to Lila in some indirect way. It's in the same universe, 100%. I agree, he's not the first nor the last. Ironically, that's essentially what we're doing ourselves. We're protecting the United States of America, where everyone speaks Russian. Yeah, he has his own plan. Brilliant from the start, his goal was to give our imprint a physical body and extra autonomy. He calls it crystallization. Essentially the same process that occurs naturally with the new sphere, dwellers. It's connected to the Who Lila universe. He wants his own tame god. He created Lila. Christ, does he understand how dangerous that is? Not to mention the massive risk of aliasing. Don't even start philosophical speculation about what will happen to the imprint forcing the physical embodiment. Any added autonomy introduces a huge number of untrackable variables. This will be chaos, almost certainly catastrophic. The end of the world, literally an apocalypse. Does he not care? He seems not to. Apparently he's convinced the newborn will obey him. Idiot, maybe we should just... It'll be difficult. Besides, I'm sure he's prepared for the outcome. Most likely someone else, someone we don't even know, will take his place. I'm afraid HQ won't issue directives until it's already too late. Fucking bureaucrats. Fine, we can't take the risk. Wipe his memory for now. Amnestic of no less than Category 4. Make sure he can't pull anything. Remove his tonal. Leave him a vegetable. Perfect. Yes, they'll be right. Interesting. Recreational items working conditions. As head of the Special Antimemetics Division, I must report the subhuman working conditions of my research team. Basic comfort for the people who do actually do something should be the top priority of any self-respecting administrator. I hereby demand installation of a water cooler of both hot and cold options. One couch. Unrestricted access to the gym for all division employees. Maybe that's over with. I've also heard rumors about the introduction of additional micromanagement over office supplies and recreational breaks. This is unacceptable. Consider this my notice of immediate resignation at the first hint of such measures being implemented. And yes, meaningless formal replies no longer interest me. Never do threats. You and I both know that every one of our 4 employees in the division is irreplaceable, even Houston. The harassment of Dr. Kilner must stop immediately. We all aware of the consequences of amnesic exposure. Dr. Kilner is a highly responsible professional who has never violated any critical protocols. Straub, Helen, vouched for her. Whoa. There's a lot of lore. A lot of lore. Victor, do you have a lighter? Of course, Straub. Did you forget yours? Victor, how are your sessions with Miss Dove going? Haldane, everything is planned. Both remained silent for a while. Victor, may I ask, do you have children? You know, this would have been really great if this was voice acted, but I don't mean, well, for the Russians, it's fine, because there's a lot of Russian voice acting. But I mean, like, if they did get, like, a little bit of a dub going there for the English speakers. No, I'm not married. I'm not sure what you're getting at. I'm doing my job, Straub. I don't want to hear reproaches not even from you. I'm hoping that's over with. I know, Victor, you're part of this too, Straub. Don't look at me like that. I'm aware of that as well. They sit in silence for a while. Still, something keeps bothering me. Not as your supervisor, but as a fellow human being. What do you feel when you're preparing a teenager, essentially a child? Victor. Helen, Miss Straub, please, not another word. I can't. Helene's face is obscured by his hand. Let's not... You do your job, I'll do mine. There's nothing to discuss. Surprise can be read on Straub's face. Kellner, could you step over for a minute? Yes, Miss Straub, I've received another note about you. Did you forget your badge again? Helen and I... This isn't the first time, Miss Kellner. They're demanding sanctions. I've been fending them off so far, but eventually I'll run out of arguments. Marcy, I know you're irreplaceable, but those idiots upstairs, try explaining that to them. I'm gonna check this damn window. And for God's sake, stop using office phone to call your daughter. You know they're listening. Helen, I'm sorry, I swear it's not on purpose. It just slips my mind. I'll do better, I promise, I understand. Both fall silent for a while. I know, Marcy, there. Don't worry so much, I'll always protect all of you. Come on, our favorites for lunch today. Empty soup again. Both women smile. Wine? Nellie, where did you get that? Shh, quiet. It's nearly morning anyway. Why not celebrate once a year? Our big day is coming. Are you taking a vacation? Laughs. No, seriously, I'm planning to visit my baby. Have you called Ada yet? Nellie? I don't know what to say to him, Marcy. When he was little, it was so simple. He was right there in Fort Vale. Now he's somewhere far away. College, girls. I doubt he even wants to talk. I still think you should at least call him. Huh. I'm a poor excuse for mother, aren't I, Marcy? Quit that. What's going into you tonight? Straub doesn't reply. Her face grows pensive. Marcy, what do you really think about all this? Is that Dr. Straub of the Special Division asking, or Nellie? Nellie. Alright. Well, I'm not exactly thrilled. The amnesic treatments keep piling up. We've been staying late for weeks. That's not what I meant. They said quietly for a while. What if it were your daughter? Helen, I don't know how to answer that. You know I'm lucky I don't have to work with Hallie directly. I couldn't, honestly. Thank God I'm in tech only. I don't know, Nellie. We all made our choice. Once. Every one of us made peace of our conscience. Look at the Victor. He doesn't even care at all. He frightens me more than Arcona does. I'm not sure. I'm not even about Victor anymore. I used to be able to be quiet about these pangs in my chest. I don't know, Marcy. It's because of Adrian. None of this feels right. But over long silence. Are you planning to do something? End of recording. Warning, all subsequent records contain direct speech by H-Dove, as well as incident report from PPFI, have undergone extreme amnestic damage and possess emergent antimimetic properties, intensely increases the material's approach to incident date. Further reading carries significant risk of cognitive anomalies for all infected individuals. Interesting. Miss Dove, what's that in your hair? A gift from whom? Kai. Please, in this room, speak only the truth. The outcome of the operation depends on it. Alright, I bought it myself. Why did you lie? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but understand these sessions won't end until we get what we need. Everything that happens here is for your own benefit. Let me see that. It's a kingfisher, isn't it? Very unusual ornament. Look here, see? The back is made from real feathers. This hue can't be reproduced by any other material because it isn't caused by pigment, but by the way light refracts through it. Dove, it reminded me of myself. Go on. Once the gods punished Princess Alcyone because she loved her husband too much. They turned her into a bird that lives upon the sea. They took her human voice, her body, and all that left was for her to mourn her fate among the lonely rocks. If I recall, Alcyone and Phoenix were punished for blasphemy. All I sometimes want to run away from here, to live my life among the old cold cliffs in a sea full of fog, free from everyone. To free Kai, Laura, let some passing fisherman hear my cries by chance. Let him be frightened and tell him his wife at night, even forget in a few days. A beautiful symbol, believe me, Hallie. Far greater things await you. Don't lose your hairpin. By the end of our sessions, you'll look at it and laugh at your own words. Symbolic anchor for the frontal interrogation procedure. I think we're good. I haven't seen the photographer. I think they're gone. Ineligible. Illegible. Helen Straub intentionally violated protocol. The antimimetic object was brought into chamber by Dr. Straub with the apparent purpose of sabotaging the experiment and preventing the creation of the imprint. A reason not fully investigated, during the experiment, an unexpected interaction between the frontal interrogation apparatus and the antimimetic object was discovered. The incident resulted in the physical death and also in the complete of Dr. Helen Straub. The resulting imprint in turn did not possess the required, effectively representing a limited trace imprint of portions of H. Straub's psyche. During the incident, there was a critical increase in K field density which led to explosion with a yield of... The incident left behind unpredictable wide field and temporal anomalies localized to the Fort Vale area. That's the factory that he went to. He went to the one room and it was just empty. According to unconfirmed data, the virality of the defective imprint was amplified by recording a conversation inside the chamber. The subject is in the frontal interrogation chamber, apparatus initialized and ready. Switching to direct procedure mode. Helen, are you inside? Helen? We must interrupt. Marcy, let her out. I can't. Stop the machine at this stage. Helen, you need to get out of there. Nearly, I can't open the door. No. I almost knew this would happen. I will use an anti-mimetic of category 4 to erase her memory. That way at least she will not suffer and the imprint will not be created. Do you understand that they... Fuck it, let them fire me. Let them give me life imprisonment. I don't care if they wipe my memory. She doesn't deserve this, Marcy. Nellie, the machine is calibrated to be information field of single brain. Calibration is extremely delicate. If there's anti-mimetic in the chamber, I won't have time to... Nellie, oh god, I can't stop it. Gone. Wow, there's so many documents. This is like a whole file. Until recently, the technologies for creating viral components relied on private primitive means. Traditional cultures, human sacrifice. So when they say viral, they're talking about... This makes more sense if you played Who's Lila or T-Gotchi. The mimetic... The memes, basically. It's kind of convoluted, it's a little philosophical, but it is like an earworm. It's a form of virality in how they kind of interpret things. In a very simple sense. It's much more complicated than that, but that's kind of how they're interpreting that. The Lawrence Brotherhood made notable progress in crude optimizations of this method, Lawrence's farm, employing animal sacrifices and karmic accumulators based on techniques first discovered in Egypt. The Special Department Antimimetics proposes a more humane way of extracting the nutritive substrate required for the birth of a vital imprint of sufficient potency, the symbolic anchor. As a storage medium, a physical object accumulator, the symbol, is used, which is the bird brooch, one directly related to the color type of subject. The charging occurs through intense accumulation of karmic suffering. To achieve this, a special system of psychological conditioning was developed by Dr. V. Haldane under the supervision of B. Nelson. Instead of physical torment and bloodletting, the subject naturally transfuses the accelerated accumulation of karmic substrate into the symbol, while simultaneously preparing their own personality for digitization. During direct frontal, and there's so much science stuff here, direct frontal interrogation procedure, the symbol is placed into a compartment connected to the apparatus. In this way, the newborn receives a sufficient single dose of nutritive substrate for long-term existence. Now, if you've just been passively listening here, for this playthrough, I hope you've been clicking in and actually looking at the video and the text. Because me trying to narrate this with so many pseudo-science stuff going on, it's going to be a little hard for you to interpret the story. So I'd highly recommend, if you're listening, maybe even go back in the video a bit, go to certain dialogues, certain pages, watch the video, freeze frame it, read it, if you can. And then that's going to help you process the story, because there's a lot of layers here I'm noticing. And me just narrating, and it's going to get hard for me to read these things. There's so much pseudoscience. Yeah. It's critical that the dispatcher maintain utmost precision and calibration and sterility of the compartment. Okay, I think it's 100% safe. Tonal is the organizer of the world, he continued. Perhaps the best way to describe its vast work is this. Upon its shoulders rests the task of creating order from chaos. It would not be an exaggeration to say that everything we know and do as humans is the work of the Tonal, so say the sorcerers. Forever the Tonal is the guardian that protects something priceless, our very existence. The Tonal is everything we are, he went on, name it. Everything for which we have a word, that is the Tonal, and since the Tonal consists of its own actions, all things fall within its domain. To counteract the negative effects of frequent amnestic nullification, the Special Department at Antimimetics developed Project Tonal, a modified version of the larval cystode Cornus cerebrus. The modified strain does not kill its host, never matures into an adult form, and most importantly possesses information encoding properties. Sinus tonalis is implanted to the agent's brain, and thanks to its immunity to amnestic nullification procedures, allows the operative to retain a basic perception of reality thereafter. The standard base of Tonal's ADO programming includes rational materialism, voluntas vitae, patriotism. The technology has proven highly effective under standard operational procedures. Generally undesirable outcome of viral imprint creation attempt. Under certain conditions, an already existing new spirit dweller may be invited in place of the new fully artificial entity. The consequences of aliasing are notoriously unpredictable. Now this is going back once again to Lila, some of these other figures like these demons and other creatures, and T-Gotchi, the one dating sim Tamagotchi kind of game I played that was from this developer, the first in the series. So the new spear and all this, the best way to think about this, because this developer is highly inspired by Twin Peaks and works from David Lynch in general, is just to think of this as like the red and the white rooms and all that stuff, and all those entities and that weird stuff that came down from the sky, and then David Bowie became a teapot or something. Think of the new spear and all these entities like that. That's the best way to think about them. It's a philosophical thing. Alright, we've read it all. Now what? Just leave? I guess. Marcy, Levi, Leonard. It'd be Marcy, technically. But we should have a good ending, because we've done everything. You said to help the scientist by meeting with Lenny. When you look for the peephole, a heavy-set man is waiting outside your door. Come on, Adrian, I'll take you somewhere safe. Suddenly, two familiar figures appear behind him. Haldane grips Leonard's wrist tightly. Marcy's hand slips into her pocket. Javier, help! Lenny doesn't get to finish. Haldane's hand clamps over his mouth. Neither of the scientists seem alarmed. Nothing happens. Silence fills the hallway. The look in Leonard Markham's eyes gradually shifts into one of weary resignation. I have a gun. Haldane speaks softly. You notice blood on his pant leg. He's standing slightly crooked, leaning on his uninjured side. I'm going to take my hand away, Leonard. Don't shout. And given the chance to talk, Markham doesn't take it at first. The stout man slouches, darting glances between the two scientists as if weighing his options. Marcy, Victor, you don't understand. The only way to fix our mistake is to use Adrian, just as Bert. Where is he? What's his plan? Marcy's expression looks nothing like it did in the photos. Gone is the soft, distracted demeanor. Her voice is sharp, almost metallic. At the facility, he's waiting in our research complex. I'll tell you everything, I swear. Bertram planned to use Adrian to neutralize the virus that's sealed within a physical body, to stop it from spreading beyond Fort Vale. We were supposed to take him to the front interrogation chamber. A reversal preacher, don't you see? Victor, Marcy, please be reasonable. Ignoring him, Haldane drags the slumped scientist toward the stairwell. Come on, Adrian. You follow the scientist downstairs. You flinch when you notice a massive male figure staying motionless on the landing. Marcy and Haldane pay him no mind. Lenny's face twists into faint disappointment. You look closer. The immobilized alchemist's eyes are wide open, staring into the void. His lips move slightly as if silently repeating something. 80 move, the amnesia won't last. No one notices Leonard's subtle hand movement, as if he's slipping something into the frozen man's pocket. Once outside, you climb into Lenny's car. That's not good. Victor, never letting go of Markham, shoves him into the back seat and sits beside him. You notice a small pistol resting on his hip. You shotgun. Marcy drives. No one speaks during the ride. In the rearview mirror, you see Haldane's tense expression. You pass the city's outskirts, the railroad, the rundown motel, and head into the woods. The car starts to wallow in the uneven road. Slips through a narrow gap between the bushes. So kind of like the one of the bad ends. At last you reach a small empty clearing. On the far side you notice a modest building. It looks like a garage or storage shed at first glance. Stepping out of the car, you walk toward it. Marcy pulls out a small gray keycard. The door is unexpectedly heavy. In the thin-looking sheet metal, you hear a grinding clatter of hidden mechanisms. A faint electrical hum, several metallic clicks. Finally, the door slides aside smoothly, revealing its true thickness, nearly half a meter. Beyond the door stretches a long, brightly lit corridor with a traveler seemingly descending very deep underground. This is the servant entrance. You will have to walk a bit. Don't fall behind, Adrian. The descent takes nearly half an hour. At last, the four of you emerge into a small junction hall with multiple branching corridors. The walls are sterile, white, almost glossy. The steady hum of fluorescent lamps fills the air. You can hear Lenny's labored breathing. He's clearly too heavy for such a long descent. From the ceiling, tiny surveillance cameras peer down. Lonely black dots scattered across the pristine surfaces. Marcy! After Alkano's facility was supposed to be shut down, Nelson's waiting for us. Yeah, we'll have to pass through the cooling section. There's no other route anyway. For some time you wind through identical corridors. You enter a vast chamber bathed in the same fluorescent light. The air smells of chlorine. Droplets of condensation glisten in the white-tiled, parabolic columns supporting the high ceiling. Far below, a faintly glow-bluing wire ripples across the cooling basin. Instead of a floor, a grid of narrow metal catwalk stretches above it. Most have low guardrails, with gaps in some places. From several catwalks, long ladders descend straight into the depths. A massive steel door blocks the passage. Some of them block the access to the frontal integration chamber. Marcy, Lenny, and I will go for the lower section and lock the door. You and Adrian stay here. We'll meet on the other side. Marcy frowns. Something wrong. I can't let you go alone, the traitor, Markham. We're all going together. What? You don't understand. It'll be safer for you and Adrian to wait here for us. Damn it, Kilner. I took a bullet for you. Haldane gestured towards his leg. Marcy's face remained unmoved. Haldane, I can't trust you with this. Either we go together or we don't go at all. Victor's expression darkens. You also have to hand over your gun, Victor. Oh, for God's sake, fine, what nonsense. Here, take it, you paranoid fool. We're wasting time. You don't know how to handle this thing, Kilner. Haldane passes her his small pistol. Marcy accepts it carefully, holding it up with both hands. You get down one of the sterile corridors. Haldane walks in front of you. Then he falls behind, and Marcy brings up the rear. After a few turns, a freight elevator looms ahead. You descend. The corridor below looks nothing like the levels above. Low-ceiling, damp concrete walls streaked with condensation. Dim flickering of red emergency lights. The air smells of mildew. This must be one of the maintenance tunnels beneath the cooling basin. Marcy keeps her gun trained on Lenny. Her eyes flick between it and Haldane. Strangely, she looks less confident with the weapon in her hands. As one of the side junctions, you hear something. Footsteps. Marcy turns her head instinctively. Suddenly, Lenny forcefully kicks Haldane in his injured leg. With a groan, the scientist sits to the ground. Marcy directs the pistol toward Lenny, but moving with surprising speed, he dives into a side corridor. Marcy trembles, her face contorted. I can't. Holding the gun before her, she runs after him. The sound of frantic footsteps fades into the distance. Haldane crouches on the ground, breathing heavily. Damn it hurts like hell. I knew this would happen, Kilner. Get the gun over her too, idiot. No point chasing them, Straub. We're short on time. Come on. You tread through a narrow passage, you only sound the echo of your steps and of water dripping. Ahead you see a glass sliding door. Behind it, a small antechamber. Beyond that, another identical door. There's a circular aperture in the ceiling of this small chamber. Inside it is an antenna-like device pointing downward. The room is brightly lit. This is where the bad ending happens. An anti-mimetic chamber, Haldane explains. For low-clearance personnel, after calibrating the cooling system, they have their memories erased. Upstairs, there are similar ones for us scientists. The chamber only activates from the control room beyond. That's where we'll open the upper gate. 2 red levers on opposite walls. We'll have to pull them simultaneously, so we need 2 people. You hear footsteps behind you, from the same corridor you just came through. What the? Staggering, Javier comes into view. His eyes dart wildly, lips mumble incoherently. He clutches his silenced SMG with both hands, like a child. His arms tremble violently. Haldane instinctively reaches for his pocket and remembers. A shade of realization crosses the killer's face. The Alchemist smirks, nodding toward the door behind you. There's no choice, Haldane is unarmed. At gunpoint, you both back into the anti-mnemonic mnemonic chamber, whatever. The Alchemist gestures for you to stop beneath the antenna. When he slowly, unsteadily starts towards you. Haldane whispers hoarsely into your ear. He wants to activate the chamber from the control room. Damn it! The Alchemist begins to awkwardly squeeze past you. Suddenly, Haldane lunges for his weapon. A struggle breaks out. Run for the control room. You squeeze past the struggling men racing toward the control console. The blue lever, Adrian! The blue one! You yank the blue lever with all your strength. Almost silently, the chamber door slides shut behind you. Gunfire bursts, glass shatters, yet the machine continues its cycle. 3 blinding bluish flashes silence. Victor! With a screech, the frame of the shattered door slides aside. Both men stand motionless, still gripping the SMG like children fighting over a toy. You approach carefully. The Alchemist's mouth froths, his eyes rolled back. Haldane is equally still, though he seems in slightly bare shape. Victor! Victor! The scientist's eyes roll sluggishly in their sockets. He struggles to focus him on you, mumbling incoherently. You decide to take him with you. Obediently, Haldane follows, his gaze wandering vacantly over the sterile walls. Before leaving the chamber, you flip one of the red levers. With your help, Haldane clumsily pulls the second. From somewhere above comes a low rumble, the sound of massive machinery coming to life. You try to retrace your steps, finally find the right elevator. Upstairs, you confirm that the door has indeed unlocked. Moving quietly, you lead Haldane from the newly opened passage. He doesn't seem to regain his senses. Ahead, a single sign glows on the wall. Frontal interrogation chamber. You try to persuade Victor to stay at the entrance, but the scientist, stubborn as a ram, keeps hobbling toward the dome. You overtake him. Something flickers before your eyes. Again and again, the effect grows stronger the closer you get to the chamber. Eyes, lips, black hair. Your ears pound. For a second, your cheeks feel as if brushed by light bird wings. Hallie, are you here? Here's the chamber. The chamber airlock is ajar. Blinding white light blasts from inside. You cautiously peer in. In the center of the spherical room stands a single chair of straps and armrests. Opposite it, a strange cylindrical apparatus with a long needle aimed at the place where a seated person's forehead would be. Nelson stands beside it, his back to the entrance. His arms are outstretched in an ecstatic gesture. His head is thrown back. We've been waiting for you, Adrian. For a second you think the shadow cast by his figure does not match his silhouette. The shadow on the wall looks more like a huge bird with outstretched wings. You hear a strange sound. A sound unlike anything a human could make. Singing. Like a million screaming voices, like the softest whisper. You experience incredible relief. To your amazement, you realize you can make out words. Words. Each one pours like sweetest nectar onto your heart. You know that Haldane behind you feels the same. You step forward. Again, eyes. Black brows, and mouth twisted by terror. Hallie, what should I do? Nelson slowly turns toward you. His face is calm and gentle. His eyes meet your frightened gaze with a fatherly warmth. We are so happy you came, Adrian. Did you bring a guest? Almost silently, the airlock slides shut behind you. With dread, you realize Victor has also wandered into the chamber. The scientist with a vacant look limped towards the light. Hold! Nelson raises his right hand. In it, as if from thin air, a small black pistol with an ugly short barrel appears. This kind agent hides up their sleeves in movies. Victor shows no reaction, and a moment Nelson's face splits into a mocking grin. Ah, how ironic. Now you are clean as a newborn. Aren't you, Haldane? Thank you for solving my problems for me. Markham, are you there? Bertram turns towards the protective glass that wraps half the room. You see Leonard Markham's frightened face behind it. His voice comes through the speakers. Everything is ready, Mr. Nelson. I'm initiating the reverse procedure. Are you sure you want to remain inside? Oh yes, Leonard. I want to see everything as close as I can. The birth of a new world. The true correction of your fiasco. The machine behind Nelson starts moving. You hear the rotation of numerous rotors hum electricity. Tiny sparks begin to run along the silver needle. Why are you doing this? Hallie wouldn't want it. Oh, Adrian, Hallie Dove and what you will become in a few minutes have little in common. We only borrowed her face. We've heard her imperfect imprint of her own pain. Where would we be without blood? Human blood, animal blood, minds, torment, everything can be used. The sacrifices of Christ were sufficient for his crystallization. Millions of people chose him as their God. The churches they built became his body, for that is how his will came to dictate physical reality. He was a man-god, Adrian, a carpenter. His will was to create. But the alchemist is clay. We made her so. They made her so. Her will is whatever I put into her. It just so happens that they are already ready to follow her. Even a cult wasn't necessary. A ready-made solution given to us by the forces of progress. You're surprised to hear Leonard's voice. Nelson, But the plan was different. You assured us you wanted to seal the virus in the physical body, to prevent it from leaving Fort Vale. Leonard's voice sounds dismayed. I should have known this would happen. With interest, Nelson watches the scientist protected by the observation glass. I'm switching the device off. The three of you will remain in the chamber until security forces arrive. Victor, Adrian, I'm sorry, but... Where Leonard's face has been a second ago, a white spot blooms across the glass. Cracks spread outward. You instinctively duck at the sound of a gunshot. Haldane, having wandered off toward the machine, doesn't even turn his head. You run over to him. The first bullet failed to pierce the glass. You see Leonard's figure hunched behind the control panel. Nelson levels his gun and fires again. This time the entire pane bursts at once, shattering into a rain of pale white dust. Depressurization detected. For safety, the door is now unlocked. Nelson didn't miss. You see Lenny wounded, still trying to crawl away. A long trail of blood smears the wall behind him. The ex-agent raises his pistol a third time. In desperation, the scientist covers his face with his hands. Nelson shoots straight through his palm. Lenny's head jerks as heavy body sinks slowly to the floor. No one likes Lenny. I'll be honest. You feel a rush of wind. The chamber door begins to slide upward. Strangely, the depressurization hasn't stopped the frontal interrogation apparatus. Nelson steps back. positioning himself between you and the open doorway. Leisurely checks the remaining rounds in his pistol. Well, that's that, Adrian. As a devoted humanist, I will of course grant you a choice. You may give your embodied mind to the newborn god, become the first seed sown in the beautiful world, or die curled up from my bullet. Die, curl up from his bullet. Out of the corner of your eye, you catch movement to your right. With effort, Victor takes a few unsteady steps towards you. It seems he's trying to say something. And? Tears rush down his exhausted face. The scientist turns to you, shooting you from the barrel of the gun. He grips your shoulders. You try to push him away. He's making amends for what he did to Hallie. He doesn't move. Victor, you're a hero. Nelson laughs mockingly. What's gotten into you, Haldane? The pedantic emotional shrink? Has never memory wipe really rattled your brain? Victor, friend, come to your senses. There's no reason for you to die here. With me, your talents wouldn't go to waste. Well, you hear the click of a gun's hammer. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Instinctively, you flinch. 3 shots. Over Victor's shoulder, you see dark stains blooming across Nelson's gray vest. Before the ex-agent can fire, the pistol slips from his hand. Still wearing a grin, Nelson collapses face first to the floor, dead. In the doorway stands Marcy. Marcy! She's breathing heavily, Haldane's pistol trembling in her hands. Tossing the weapon aside, she rushes towards you. Faster, move! The chamber's been depressurized. We have to get out of here. Behind you, the apparatus continues its work. Something is wrong, though. The needle, finding no target, extends and retracts in erratic pulses, as if some part of some colossal sewing machine. The rotors whine louder and louder, spinning wildly. You can feel the air growing drier, humming with electricity. You run from the chamber. It seems Victor is slowly regaining consciousness. Across every metal surface you pass, bluish fire crawls and vanishes. The floor vibrates beneath your feet. Here and there, small glowing motes drift through the air, floating lazily. You're near the end of the travelator when the explosion comes. A blinding flash fills your vision. Instead of the expected roar, you hear only a strange whine, almost like radio interference. The last thing you see is Hallie Dove's face. Her eyes are still as sorrowful as ever. After a while, the image begins to drift away, trembling as if dissolving into fog. But it never disappears completely. It seems that she's weakly smiling at you. You open your eyes in the clearing before the surface entrance. Marcy and Victor lie beside you, slowly coming to their senses. Turning your head, you realize the entrance is gone. In its place, a colossal pillar of blue sparks rises in the sky. Splitting the clouds, merging with the stars. Towards its peak, it widens. You see sparks drifting down like snowflakes, settling softly upon the ground and trees. Wherever they touch, the air itself wavers, bending, losing shape. Space seems to shiver and dissolve before your eyes. It is physically painful to look at. You, Haldane, and Marcy manage to escape. Fort Vale, 2005. Sources report a technogenic disaster in Fort Vale, Colorado. Local authorities have been suspended following allegations of concealing the operation of a special scientific facility. The city is now under full quarantine lockdown. Federal agencies are currently on site. Wanted for questioning. Victor Haldane, Marcy Kilner, Adrian Strom. Tell about Haldane. You sure? I just Victor has done truly horrible things. Adrian, of course, we're all guilty of our poor girl's death. Worse than death. We really feel such remorse. I never thought he was even capable of such feelings. The torment he must be going through. Adrian, tell me this, AD. This actually changes a lot. Lenny of must mention that he wants to meet you separately from you. What? That's very troubling, Adrian. I need to discuss this with Haldane. Wait for us, alright? Better not contact Lenny by yourself. Do you notice anything else strange about him? He's connected to Nelson somehow. I heard him call from a payphone. Oh my god. Are you sure? If that's true, that's terrible news. Lenny knows everything. About the project, about the agency. God, that changes everything. Don't meet with him under any circumstances. We're coming soon. Miss Kilner, I read what was in the folder. How? There was instructions to Houston's agency account about the 3 code words. I know what happened, Marcy. I know about the interaction and the machine has with the antimemetics. Most importantly, I read an addendum about Nelson's true intention. Adrian. Well, I didn't tell you everything myself. I know about the antimimetic effect. I saw it happen. I was in the observation room. It was horrifying. There's a reason I never told anyone. You see, this information, it mustn't fall into the wrong hands. The destructive potential of misusing that device is enormous. We've already made one terrible mistake. We told me about Haldane. I never wanted to tell him about that. Quality of the machine, for all his apparent devotion, he always seemed Like a psychopath. You know, after everything you did to Hallie, after what you said, maybe I was wrong. It would be better if you knew. The only thing I still don't know, what did it say about Nelson? Tell her. That changes everything. 80, I'm afraid we can't just walk away from this. I'll tell Victor. It's our duty as scientists and as the ones who caused this disaster to stop him once and for all. I know we're asking a lot from you, but the most efficient way is to use you as bait, Adrian. I'll understand if you refuse. Are you willing to help us? Yes. Adrian, that's such a brave thing to do. Thank you. Thank you. In that case, meet with Lenny. From there, we'll take over. Ooh. Different route. Because I didn't get an ending here when I did that, so I'm not sure if it's just a bug. Or like, you know, it just didn't count it. You decide to help the scientist by meeting with Lenny. When you look for the peephole, a heavy-set man is already waiting outside your door. Come on, Adrian, I'll take you somewhere. Silently, two familiar figures appear behind him. Haldane grips Leonard's wrist tightly. Marcy's hand slips in her pocket. Javier, help! Lane doesn't get to finish. I'm gonna skip through till I see something really different. Alright, Adrian and I will wait here. Good. Victor, remember what I told you? Haldane nods. In the breast pocket of his lab coat, so this is different here. Branches. From it sticks out the corner of a yellowed sheet of paper. Alright then, Markham, you're coming with me. Takes 2 to open that door. You two stay sharp, we'll be back soon. Crossing the catwalk, Victor and Lane disappear into one of the countless corridors. For a while, nothing happens. The waiting grows heavier. I told Victor about the mechanism, about that unexpected interaction with the antimemetics. I think it's for the best. You nod. I'll head to the control booth. It's close. I need to shut the machine down before Nelson can use it. You and Victor will go meet him when he... What should I do when the door opens? I'll head to the control booth. It's close. I need to shut the machine down before Nelson can use it. You and Victor will go meet him when he... You hear footsteps from the corridor he just came from. Victor, no, it can't be. From the corridor, Javier staggers out. Almost falling over, his eyes start wildly, lips muttering something incoherent. Spotting you, he slowly raises his submachine gun, but his hands are shaking so violently that a second later the weapon slips and tumbles into the glowing blue abyss. You suck. A belated splash echoes for a long while. Lenny, that bastard! As if still entranced, Javier grins, a grotesque, trembling smile. Sweat runs down his face. Reaching toward his boot, the killer pulls out a gleaming stiletto, unusually large. Suddenly his eyes focus on you. He starts to run, swiftly, animalistically. At the corner of your eye, you see Marcy reaching for her coat pocket. She won't make it. But we locked the door behind us, how? Around Javier's neck diagonal was a gray keycard. Lenny, that bastard! She won't make it. You attempt to recall one of the code words. It's, this one, Metonia. You shout out the word. A look of sheer astonishment twists Javier's face. For a moment he resembles a Greek theater mask. His eyes bulge, his muscles freeze mid-motion. The momentum of his massive body sends him vaulting clean over the railing. He falls, no scream, no sound. A splash, delayed, echoing, at last silence. You turn around. Marcy, who didn't have time to cover her ears, stands frozen. A thin stream of blood runs from her nose. Her eyes are empty, unfocused. Marcy, Miss Kilner. She doesn't respond. You hear uneven footsteps beyond the door. With a quiet hum, the heavy panel slides aside. In the doorway, limping, stands Victor Haldane. His face looks even more exhausted than before. He leans in the wall panel. His pant leg is soaked in blood. He got away. Bastard who noticed my leg's wounded and right for it. He finally notices Marcy. Wait, what happened to her? Explain. I see. You're very lucky, Adrian. Natural amnestics generally have limited potency. Still, the cognitive functions of its alchemists were already stabilized enough by our methods. That's what caused the effect. Unfortunately, the same applies to Marcy. The scientist's memories were wiped one too many times. You seem to be unaffected, Adrian. The code words won't work on you. I'm afraid they won't affect Nelson either. Not without his tonal. We need to move her somewhere safe. I can't say when she'll recover, damn it. I'm not a tech specialist. Alright, let's go, Straub. Before heading for the open doorway, the two of you gently lay Marcy into a recess along one of the corridors. The female scientist groans faintly, yet seems to be slowly regaining consciousness. You move on. Ahead, the corridor sign reads, Frontal Interrogation Chamber. Okay, a vast, almost unlit cylindrical cavity opens before you, so tall you cannot see the floor or ceiling. In the center you see a metal dome resting on a shock-absorbing column. From it, like mushrooms, protrude clusters of coolers, transformers, and control booths. A web of intertwined cables hang down from somewhere above the dome. Below, several translucent cooling pipes. Bluish sparks run across the camera's surface. like the static that crackles during a dry thunderstorm. You feel a strange pressure, not entirely physical, coming from inside your own head. A single surface catwalk leads to the frontal interrogation chamber. Victor moves towards the dome carefully, drawing a pistol as he goes. You follow him. Together you stop at the dark opening of the chamber entrance. Inside the dome is dark. It seems no one is there. Victor steps to an unremarkable side door by the main entrance and swipes the gray card. Let's start in the control room. We'll try to shut the apparatus down. A small door slides aside, revealing a narrow space curving around the half of the dome. On the right wall runs a strip of observation glass, and you see what is happening inside the chamber. In the half-light, you see Lenny hunched over the control panel. Vermin, don't move. Victor, please. I'll shut everything down. Don't shoot, I'm begging you. If you weren't from Techmark, I might drop you on the spot, Haldane says through clenched teeth. Lenny trembles visibly. Lenny jerks in terror when he sees the pistol aimed at him. Victor, please. I don't know why there's like two options. It's a little funny. A strong man with a gun, very impressive. It's really that easy to kill a person, Dr. Haldane. From behind Lenny out of the darkness steps a short man in thin spectacles. He wears a neat brown suit, a thin white scar crosses his prominent forehead. Seemingly unconcerned by the weapon pointed at him, Nelson strolls towards Haldane. Without saying a word, Haldane takes his pistol off safety. Why was it on safety in the first place? You're going into a combat zone! You see Haldane's knuckles go white from how hard he's gripping his Browning. Despite the apparent confidence, the scientist seems nervous. Have you ever even killed a man, Haldane? Like this, face to face, fully aware of what you're doing. He seems victorious in listening to Nelson, as if trying to come to a decision. Suddenly a look of ghastly resolve twists Haldane's face. Not letting Nelson get too close, the scientist snaps his arm forward with the pistol. The gunshot deafens you. Haldane drops the weapon with a groan. A blot of blood spreads quickly along his sleeve. He didn't notice when a tiny black pistol with an ugly short barrel appeared in Nelson's hand. Now it's clear why the ex-agent was so calm. A simple trick, Nelson smiles. A Remington on a string, like in the movies. The ex-agent picks up Haldane's gun from the floor. Carefully clicks the safety back on, then hands it to Lenny. Stop clicking the safety on! It's best that you have it. You know how to use one. Without answering, Leonard timidly sets the pistol on the panel beside him. Markham, are we set? You hear the scientist's voice through the speakers. Yes, Mr. Nelson, initiating the reverse procedure. You've verified the symbolic anchor capsule is empty. And you two into the chamber have something to show you. Lenny presses something, and the chamber's spherical space floods with sterile, blinding light. At gunpoint, you and Haldane walk into the dome. You notice the wounded scientist almost imperceptibly brushes his breast pocket, as if checking something. In the center of the chamber, you see a chair with restraints on the armrests. Opposite it stands a strange cylindrical device with a long needle aimed exactly where a seated person's forehead would be. With a gesture, Nelson indicates a tubular move to the center of the chamber. Markham, are we set? You hear the scientist's voice through the speakers. Yes, Mr. Nelson. Initializing the reverse procedure. Did you verify the symbolic anchor capsule is empty? While lowering the gun, Nelson steps into the machine. He opens the translucent lid of a small container there. It is indeed empty. What are you doing this for, Bertram? You hear Victor's weak voice. Thank you for the question, Dr. Haldane. Vesselin smiles paternally. You see, the mysteries of this world have long preoccupied me. The forces that truly pull the strings of human fate. I assume that by earning a place in one of the most advanced divisions studying human perception, I could approach the wondrous substratum hidden behind the rotting facades of this world. Turns out not so. Turns out human ambition poisons even the noblest houses in the same pitiful way. Bold, very bold for a man at gunpoint, Haldane. But yes, you caught me. My own interests are perhaps more practical. I'm no Faust. I would like to remain in history, Victor. Not as a great figure, not as Christ or Napoleon, but as the Grey Cardinal who pulled the world's strings. I want to witness something truly new. I want to lay my hand upon it. I want to see what one man can do. For that I need a god of my own. The machine continues its operation. You hear a soft rotor hum. Faint bluish sparks skitter along the needle's surface. Nelson steps closer. Now, Nelson wags his finger mockingly. Don't blaspheme. Thousands of people living in this town would tear you apart for such words. And then again, not much of Hallie Dove will be left in my newborn god. You merely borrowed her face. You fed her imperfect imprint of her own pain. Where we would be without blood, human blood, animal blood, mind's torment, everything can be used. Okay, I remember this dialogue. The sacrifices of Christ were sufficient for his crystallization. Millions of people chose him as their god. The churches they built became his body, for that is how his will came to dictate physical reality. He was a man god, Adrian, a carpenter. His will was to create. The Alknos is clay. We made her so. They made her. So her will is whatever I put into her. It so happens that they are already ready to follow her. Even the cult wasn't necessary, a ready-made solution given us by the forces of progress. Hallie's stuff in print has a will, Nelson. It wants to disappear. Haldane smiles faintly. We only create a shell of our last moments. The internally suffering digital ghost, nothing more. The experiment was sabotaged. I know, damn it! Nelson raises his voice, for his mouth remains stretched in a grin. His pale blue eyes are wide open. All set, Mr. Nelson. The ex-agent turns to you. Adrian, it's time to begin the procedure, he says. Flicking the pistol toward the chair as he steps closer. Haldane, still clutching his bleeding arm, seems to object, but... What are you doing? You hear Lenny's frightened voice over the speakers. Nelson involuntarily glances toward the control room. Turning her head, you see Marcy's red hair behind the safety glass. Seizing the chaos, the scientist has snatched the pistol from the right under Lenny's nose, and is holding him at gunpoint. You bitch! Nelson swings Remington towards Marcy. Suddenly, Victor hurls himself with all of his body weight at the ex-agent. The pistol snaps free with its wire and clatters to the floor. While turning his head, the ex-agent seizes Haldane's wrist, and with a sickening crack, wrenches the scientist's bloody arm. Falling, Victor manages to bat the pistol toward you. You scoop up the Remington. Shoot, Nelson! Triple tap. Frantically, you squeeze the trigger several times. You hear 2 shots and empty clicks. Looks like a hit. You see Nelson bent in half. The ex-agent is breathing hard, but is still on his feet. At last, he sinks to one knee. You must have hit his side. That's what you have with a 9mm. Pale, Victor pushes himself up from the floor. You hear Marcy's voice through the speakers. Get out of there! It's impossible to stop the apparatus now! Looking up, you see that she has taken Lenny's place at the console. Markham himself stands nearby, hunched. You dash to the chamber's sealed airlock. The machine keeps working. Rotors scream at full power. Blue radiance blooms brighter and brighter around the silver needle. In the chamber's air, here and there, bluish sparks appear. They drift lazily like snow settling on the metal surface. The airlock won't open while the machine is running, Haldane notes distantly. For a while you stand at the door, watching Marcy's frantic motions. At last, in desperation, she raises the pistol towards the observation glass. How is this going to be a different outcome? Victor, Adrian, careful. A shot rings out, then a second. Suddenly the entire pane bursts at once, turning into a rain of pale white dust. I guess it helps that because Victor is still alive, and not, like, brain dead on top of it. Depressurized engine detected, for safety doors now unlocked. Ignoring Lenny's incoherent mumbling, you sprint to the control room. Come on, Kellner. Marcy doesn't answer, her gaze is fixed on something inside the dome. Turning, you see Nelson clutching his side, struggling toward the machine. The chamber is now filled with a vortex of sparks. Waves of blue fire ripple across every metal surface. Here and there you see bridges of blue lightning born from the device at the center. In the confusion, no one notices Markham slip out of the control room. On a small monitor apparently showing video and audio from the patient's chair, Nelson's face appears. As he sits and snaps the strap shut, the ex-agent murmurs, Halkiness! Accept me as your vessel. Take my body. Fuse with my mind. Oh God, Victor, what do we do? The apparatus can be stopped now, he'll... Haldane stares silently at the rapturous face on the screen. Victor, I can only switch procedure from reverse to direct. Do you understand? You see fear in the scientist's face. But Marcy, even without a symbolic anchor, the virus taken from Nelson could live up to a week. Can you imagine what I'll have time to do? We have no choice. The alternative is the god in Nelson's body. We must choose. The lesser evil. Victor nods slowly. Suddenly his face changes as if an idea just struck him. Victor, stop! You can't go in there, it's... Not listening, the scientist charges into the very heart of the blinding whirl of sparks raging inside the dome. After a few seconds of tense waiting, you see him on the screen beside Nelson. The ex-agent stares at him with a mad gaze, but seems unable to move. The needle has already begun extending, itching its shimmering tip towards Birdie's forehead. I don't care, make a virus out of me. I won't last long, but believe me, once I'm free, Haldane doesn't listen. In the storm of sparks, his gangly silhouette is almost motionless. He pulls something from his breast pocket, a small sheet of paper. He reads it with attention. When he finishes, he smiles melancholically. You realize the words he just read have not remained in his memory. The scientist places the sheet into the machine's open anchor capsule. Switch the procedure, Marcy. I'll be right back. Victor, stop. You can't go in there. Warning, apparatus. Integration procedure, symbolic anchor detected. Warning, mimetic detected symbolic anchor capsule. Because you remember he had a sheet that he kept himself of the notes. And this is going to be hard to track. But Helen did something similar when she messed it up the first time and died. On the monitor, you see Nelson's face twisted in fear. His eyes roll madly in their sockets. There's no sign of Victor. Suddenly, the ex-agent's face freezes. The bulging eyes lose all expression. From the center of Nelson's forehead, the silver needle of the frontal intrigation apparatus gleams faintly, a blinding flash. In the white void before your eyes appears the image of Hallie Dove, sharp and vivid as real. On her face, there's an expression of dark triumph. Behind her, something flickers. For a moment, you think you see Nelson's face, twisted in horror, mouth open, trying to scream. Yet you hear nothing. With each second, his image fades, as if moving away into mist until it vanishes completely. You open your eyes. The control room is completely dark. Crawling towards the chamber's entrance, you find Marcy on the floor. In her eyes lies the motionless body of Haldane. He's alive, Addie, but... The scientist's voice trembles. Something is wrong with Victor's body. He feels nauseous. Where Haldane's injured arm used to be now hangs a pulsating mass of bone, flesh, and tendon, as if the limb had been turned inside out. You see trembling blue veins, pale membranes of connective tissue, all still alive, but rearranged without structure. Together you manage to drag the unconscious scientist all the way to the exit. You emerge from the complex. Behind you, a colossal pillar of blue sparks rises into the sky. Splitting the clouds, merging with the stars, towards its peak it widens. You see sparks drifting down like snowflakes, settling softly upon the ground and trees. Wherever they touch, the air itself wavers, bending, losing shape, space seems to shiver and dissolve before your eyes. It's physically painful to look at. You manage to drive away. Fort Vale. Sources report a technogenic disaster in Fort Vale, Colorado. Local authorities have been suspended following allegations against the operation of a special scientific facility. The city is now under full quarantine lockdown. Federal agencies are certainly on site. Wanted for questioning. Victor Haldane, Marcy Kellner, and Adrian Straub. That should be the ending, right? So then everyone was a game over? Because I see the ending there. Adrian, you're there. Open up. It's safe now. I'll take you somewhere secure. Marcy and Victor will be here soon too. We've managed to come to an agreement. He's not here, Javier. Let's try another door. Trying to trick me? Okay, I did open the file this time. You decide to meet Marcy Kellner and Victor Haldane. You look for the people. The two scientists are already standing at your door. Their faces look exhausted, as if neither has slept for days. They both wear faint smiles of relief. Gathering your few belongings, you step into the hallway. You flinch. By a staircase stands a massive, motionless figure, an alchemist. His eyes are wide open, staring blankly into space. His lips move slightly, as if silently repeating something. 80 move. The amnesia won't last forever. Marcy nods towards a small speaker device in her hand. You notice bloodstains on Haldane's trouser leg. You see the scientist leaning heavily to one side, trying to keep his weight off his injured side. It's nothing, Straub, just a couple of toes. At least Kellner wasn't hit. You leave the city with the scientists. Most of the drive passes in silence. You're safe now, but the fate of Kai and the town of Fort Vale hangs heavy in your minds. Adrian, what's up? Haven't heard your voice in years. Kai, you alive? Sorry, I left a bunch of my junk there. You seem, Of course I'm alive. Hey, what are you talking about? Hang up. $99.99.28. Let's try calling Kai with the phone. We do know that has an effect. Sometimes I hit the pause menu rather than exiting out. Did I get the right number? 28. Where did I get the 37 from? Hello? What's this number? Who's this? Hello? Kai, hello. Aid, you looked behind the wall, didn't you? That night, that night I saw Haley. You left her phone. That same night Kai, breathe. I remember a flash. I remember hiding her phone behind that damn poster. Like I wasn't myself. Some more stuff I must have just thrown away. Aid, it's unbearable. I remember as if it was a dream, a parallel life. Everything's coming back. I couldn't protect her, couldn't I? I don't deserve to live, Aid. Kai! What they did to her, to us, why? Aid, let's just leave town, far away, anywhere. You're still home, let's get out of here before it's too late, okay? You can now leave with Kai. secret. You decide to meet with Kai Moreno. Outside, you hear the familiar roar of the engine peeking out. The door, you see nothing suspicious, nothing. It's on the second floor. The stairwell and hallway appear empty. Like my soul, you hear the quick rhythm of footsteps coming from the stairs. It's Kai. He holds a piece of broken pipe in his hands. You smile in relief. You spot a dark figure behind Kai. Search your pockets. A laser pointer, aim at the alchemist's face. A second of distraction is enough for Kai to whirl his entire body. Without aiming, he swings the pipe behind him with desperate force. A direct hit. The dark figure jerks his head violently, and slowly topples backwards. You hear several heavy thuds as the alchemist's body tumbles down the stairs. Finally, silence. Drive away with Kai. You're safe now, but the fate of the town of Fortfield hangs heavily on your minds. Not a bad ending. So that's it for You Have X Missed Calls. So I don't know if there's like an Easter egg or anything overtly connecting to Who's Lila or T-Gotchi or any of the games. Aside from the garage even mascot, the demon monkey, as I call it. And references to like some concepts and things and some general story beats that are very similar to the concepts talked about in Who's Lila and T-Gotchi. And also like the street name was the something trees. That's a heavy theme of the game, that these entities seem to live like where the forest is or something. So this is an interesting game. On one hand, this game is actually extremely well done. Garage even delivers, and they're like interesting game concepts. Each one of them has been very interesting. And I feel even T-Gotchi is sometimes forgotten, but T-Gotchi predates a few games that came out later that are very similar like it. But obviously Who's Lila was extremely unique. And then this game is also fairly unique. It's got like a detective format. And as I said during the playthrough, like I started to feel smart. I don't know if I was necessarily executing things as fast as I should have, but it made me feel like very smart. Like, oh, I'm putting the picture together. Like I'm doing it to my detective work. I'm figuring out who to trust and who's not. And the actual story, conspiracy, like the stuff going on is interesting. There's a lot of pseudoscience and like science fiction-y stuff and philosophy stuff that even playing the other games is completely hard to understand. And it's a bit overwhelming. I think in this one especially so, and this is what I'll get to now. So much of it is dumped at you at once. Like when you open up the file or stuff like that. And it's so overwhelming that my brain was actually starting, and this doesn't happen very often, my brain was starting to fry a little bit. And in general, some of the story comes in pretty cold, comes in pretty fast. But for the most part, it's fine. The only part I don't necessarily like is the true, I guess you could call them the true ending routes, where they're very lengthy visual novels, like almost a good portion of the length of the game is just those endings alone, which would be fine if you maybe had some more visuals. To put some perspective on this one, though, this was part of the, it's basically a horror game compilation. The previous one, it's called the VHS Anthology or something, but the previous one had the, No, I'm Not a Human. This game is on this one, number 2. So I don't know if there's a specific, like, shortened length of span of development or, like, limitations. Because it's kind of funny that the game page description of the anthology says, like, oh, all these games are around like 30 minutes long each. This game, no. Oh, no. If you count like editing, I'm not sure what the final edited version is going to be, but if you count like actual time I've put into this game, just for this one alone, because there's like, you gotta think a little bit, and there's a lot of readings I have to sometimes take breathers and just kind of sit there and like hydrate. I'd probably put a good 6 hours into this, I think. So that's a bit more than 30 minutes. This is kind of a beefy, story-filled game. But I know this developer is very capable of like really cool visuals. So I would have liked to see the endings be a little more advanced. That would be my only detracting point of this whole thing. But I did enjoy the experience. It was a very unique experience. I don't know, to play it is, at least, I don't know visually, because certain games, of course, if you're watching a video of it and watching someone else play, they might actually be even more interesting, because you might be feeling interactive, like, oh, you're solving along too, or maybe it's slower paced, so it's less interesting, And I'm not sure if that's going to affect the opinion of people who watch this video of this game. But I would say that if you were playing it, I really liked it. But yeah. I will loosely talk about the story. It's very hard for me to even explain. It's a little confusing. But I will just say that the main theme is... It's Twin Peaks, where you have the... This is the simplest way to explain it. It's Twin Peaks, where you have like the black and white lodges and these alternate universes. And like godlike, interdimensional, philosophical beings. In this case, it's the new sphere, and I think that might actually be an actual concept. I'm not sure. I would be ignorant of if that's a real like term and like thing. You're welcome to look that up. I would actually be kind of curious. But in the context of this game world, there is a actual philosophical meta dimension, and there is like a meta element. There is the player is acknowledged in both Who's Lila and in T-Gotchi as being separate from the narrator and the played person. And there's some implications that we are a kind of new spear character, I think, a little bit. But in the context of this world, they tried to do some experiments and stuff. And once again, to make this easier to consume if you're a little confused by the story, they basically created a Laura Palmer-esque being. Like they were trying to create their own Lila, who was also a Laura Palmer-esque being. And it went horribly wrong, and now they have possibly, depending on your ending, create a god that may actually just reset the whole universe, or at least the immediate vicinity anyway, before it's taken care of. But before that happens, she is now everywhere but nowhere. That's why she's in everyone's brains. And it's driving everyone mad. That's the simplest way to kind of explain it. But if you kind of think, and this is why I was saying, like, if you go for the video and actually rewatch it, stop at some of the text, read it, process it, you can kind of start to get it, and it's a pretty interesting story. But yeah, anyway. So thank you all for watching play You Have X Missed Calls. I'll see you guys later and take it easy.